college football returns to Copper's Cove. Hi fans, this is it. It's the 15th annual Hoff Power Auto Group Champs Heart of Texas Bowl. And in our first contest today, we've got two of them, you know. In our first contest, it's a top 20 matchup between two great junior college teams. Number 20 Kilgore from Deep East Texas and number 15 East Central Community College from on the eastern side of Mississippi. Kirk Whitehead's here with us today. Kirk, this looks like it could be a real barn burner.
I think it could be. I think the selection committee did a great job of getting two really good football teams and bringing them in for us. As I look at the keys to the game, first of all, the thing that really jumps out to me, are they rusty or are they rested? Kilgore hadn't played a game since November the 7th. East Central hadn't played a game since Halloween. Joe, practicing football and playing football are two different things. Who gets their game legs back under them quickest today could be key. The second thing I look at are turnovers. Kilgore has got one of the top defensive units in the country at creating turnovers, and when they create them, a lot of times they take them back for touchdowns. They've got 38 turnovers, 24 interceptions in 10 ball games. On the other side, East Central doesn't turn the football over. Their quarterback, Jesse Hoskett's got 1 interception on the year in 10 ball games, 204 pass attempts. They only fumble the ball or given up 2 fumbles. The other thing is can they protect the quarterback? When you only throw 1 interception, you got a good offensive line. Kilgore's got 51 sacks. So you look at that, can they give Hoskett time to throw with that fierce pass rush that Kilgore's going to put on them? On the other side, Kilgore's quarterback, Josh Balfing, has only attempted 48 passes. So if you look at that, a young quarterback, Joe, back when I had hair about 30 years ago, I played quarterback, and I know that your best friend's offensive line, can they give him time to throw? Those are the 3 things that I think will really be key in this football game.
And you also have taken a close look at a couple of players, one from each team, right?
Right. I think that the thing that makes East Central go is their quarterback that we talked about, Jesse Hoskett. He makes things happen. And the thing that you like about him, as I said before, he protects the football. 1 interception and 204 pass attempts is phenomenal. On the other side, Gerald Sykes is a cornerback for Kilgore, number 9. He has 10 interceptions and 17 pass breakups in 10 ball games. If you throw it over in his area code, he's probably going to intercept it, and when he does, he's probably going to take it back for a touchdown. Their defense has scored 5 times. Those are the 2 guys that I think will really be key in this football game today, and 2 to keep an eye on.
Okay. It's just about kickoff time. Hey, the Heart of Texas Bowl is about to roll. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. I'm Lee Hoffbauer at Hoffbauer Chevy, Buick, and Cadillac right here in Lampasas, Texas. Well, we've got the best selection of brand new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Folks, Hoffbauer's has great pricing, and GM has huge incentives. So come see us today or check us out on the web at hautogroup.com. That's H is in Hoffbauer, autogroup.com. Better yet, just come see us. Hoffbauer's in Lampasas for 51 years now, and we couldn't have stuck around this long if we were steering you wrong.
Champs, Communities Helping Americans Mature, Progress, and Succeed is an organization devoted to our school children. Through concerts and assembly programs, the Champs message of anti-bullying and living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle gets out to our students from grades 4 through 12. Contact Champs at 254-394-1146 and be a part of the team. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Copperas Cove, Texas. It's the 15th annual Hoff Power Auto Group Champs Heart of Texas Bowl about to unspool. The captains are on the field right now meeting with our officiating crew to find out who gets the ball first and who gets the ball second. Of course, what that means is somebody's got to go on defense. And Kirk Whitehead's with us, of course. And Kirk, it's great to have you aboard. You and I have never worked together, but we're going to have fun anyway.
Well, I think we will, Joe. And just let me say this. I've listened to you. You're kind of a legend in Central Texas on the radio.
A legend in my own mind.
Well,
yes.
maybe so, but I'm honored to be here with you today. I've listened to you since I was a little kid, and I'm not trying to tell everybody that you're old, but you'll work till we can find somebody that is.
I am old, I guarantee you. The way things look right now, Kirk, the Warriors from East Central, I'm probably going to call them half a dozen different things today. It looks like they've won the toss. They will defer. They'll have the wind at their back here in the first quarter. Now, the Kilgore Rangers are going to be in white today, and their coach asked for that permission during the planning of the game, after the teams had been notified of their selections and whatnot. The Kilgore team is the home team, obviously, because they're from Texas, but they wanted to know if they could wear whites. And I'm wondering, the Dallas Cowboys have been doing that for a lot of years. And most teams make the Cowboys wear their dark jerseys whenever they come to visit them. So that's not going to have anything to do with it. But with East Central going into the wind, what wind there is here in the first quarter, what do you think that's going to do? And also, Kilgore going into the wind, what do you think that's going to do, or anything?
Well, I really don't think there's enough wind, Joe. It might affect the kicks a little bit, but as far as throwing the football, I don't think it. It's about 60 degrees and the sun shining, very little wind. I don't think the wind will have much to do with the outcome of the ball game. It's absolutely perfect weather today for football in Coppers Cove, Texas, and be interesting to see Kilgore going offense. Their quarterback, as we talked about in the beginning, Josh Balfing, they lost their quarterback after the 9th ball game. He's inexperienced and has only attempted about 48 passes, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out.
Here's Aaron Garrett's kick going down deep, and there was only one man to receive, and that was Will Smith. And Will watches the ball go into the end zone for a touchback, so let's bring it out to the 25 and play some football.
Exactly.
Now, as you're watching TV, the Rangers will be going from right to left across your screen, and the Warriors of East Central will be on the left side. East Central in black today, black uniforms, gold shoulders, white numbers, white helmets. And as we mentioned before, the Kilgore Rangers in white from top to bottom, except for that bluish-looking headgear they have. Blue numbers on white uniforms. This is going to be something, too. I've never seen an 8-man officiating crew. Of course, that's what everybody's going to in college nowadays.
Yes, sir.
And here come the Rangers, all set to go. They're going to put twin receivers to the left and one guy out to the right. And movement on the right side. That's going to cost the Rangers 5, looks like. It appeared to me like that right tackle got in motion way too quick.
I think he did, Joe. And as we talked about in the opening, these teams hadn't been on the field in a month. And so I think early in the ball game, you're going to see some of those mistakes, and whoever can limit those mistakes should have the advantage.
They've moved the football back to the 20-yard line, and again, the Rangers will give it a snap on 1st and 15 and see what they can do with it. And the quarterback, Josh Bopping, hands it off straight ahead. Not much there, about to the 23-yard line maybe is where the Rangers get it to. Ball carrier on that one was Martinez Syria. He was their leading rusher all last season.
He was. Joey's carried the ball 166 times for 755 yards and 10 touchdowns. When they run the football, he's the guy they try to do it with. And they've got an enormous offensive line.
They also have an enormous wide receiver out to the left. That's Alex Latham, 6'6" from Cleveland, Texas. And the sweep to the right on this snap. And up the sideline over there, tiptoeing his way up the chalk, is Garrett Barton.
And he's going to be very close to Joe to a first down there. They pitch that ball forward, which goes down as a pass, but they pull some of those big guys out front, as you can see in the replay here, and they really blocked well on the perimeter.
And they'll send him back out. The big guy's talking about Latham out wide to the left side, but two receivers inside of him are Garrett Barton and Kyle McBride. Boffing brings a man in motion across the formation, but he'll hand it off to Martinez Syria. And Syria's going to get forward progress, I think, to about 41 before a whole bunch of black shirts rushed him backwards. So he starts off rushing forward, then the defense recovers and knocks him back. But, yep, forward progress to the 41 on that one, Kurt.
Just a zone play right behind their big right tackle, 350-pound Matthew Bale. Created a little bit of movement and when you get 5 or 6 yards, you can stay ahead of the chains and run the football.
This time the Rangers are going to go with a sniffer back right behind the left tackle. Syria is the runner. Here's a pass out on the left flat to Garrett Barton. Barton's got the first down as he makes the catch and hustles forward to the 47-yard line. And the Rangers aren't wasting any time getting back to the line. Now they may take a little bit more.
Right, Joe. They just pitched it out there to Barton and brought the H-back out and block for him. Nice play.
Okay, Syria is in the backfield. He'll line up at the tailback slot. Boffing about 5 yards behind center. Here's the snap. And Syria gets the call. Syria had a big old hole there. Look at him going all the way down into Mississippi East Central territory at the 33-yard line. I guarantee you that'll be a first down. He's tackled underneath there by Jalen Lofton, one of the defensive backs. And Kirk, you've heard that old adage, when your defensive backfield people have to make a tackle on a running play, something didn't happen right.
Exactly. And I tell you, you look, Joe, I think most ball games are won by the guys up front. And right now, the big offensive line of Kilgore is really controlling the line of scrimmage.
Those lads are large, aren't they?
Well, 6'7", 310 at one tackle and 6'3", 250 at the other.
And here comes a rollout left. Boffing has the ball in the air. It's up for grabs at the 8-yard line and incomplete. And Garrett Barton, the intended receiver, had two guys around him, and he's calling for a flag, and he's not going to get it.
No, I think it's a good defensive play. They had him early, as you see here on the replay. He hung it up a little bit, and number 27 made a real good recovery there and knocked the ball away.
That was Isaiah Thomas. We'll give him the gold star for the pass breakup. Let's see what Boffing's got on his mind this time. Twin receivers left, one guy right. Now the fullback goes in motion. And the little flare pass out to the left to Martinez. Syria breaks off of one tackle, still on his feet to the 11-yard line where he goes down. And Toran Davis made a touchdown-saving tackle on that one.
I tell you what, Martinez Syria, Joe, just made a phenomenal one-handed catch there. The ball was thrown a little bit behind him on that swing pass. And as you see here, he just reaches out there with his right hand and grabs it and then makes a really good move about right here, spins, keeps his feet. Nice play down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, the fullback this time is Jared Wood. Let's see what he's going to do, if anything. He's going to go block for Syria. Oh, Syria's in trouble behind the line of scrimmage. And this time the Warriors have him figured out. Give credit on the tackle to Jawan Keys. And that's going to cost him a little bit. Couple. So now the Rangers, Kirk, are going 2nd and 12 from their own correction from the East Central 14.
Yeah, they're on the replay, Joe. Toran Davis, number 3, the cornerback, does a good job of staying outside and turning Syria back in, and then they swarm the football.
No score in the game. 11:25 left to play in the first quarter. The Kilgore College Rangers, ranked number 20th in the country, have had the ball since the opening kickoff. Here's Josh Boffing, the quarterback. Josh fades back, left-handed chunker into the end zone. It's high, it's picked back there. Is he going to bring it out, or will he go down? No, he's going to his knee is Jalen Lofton. And Kirk, there's what you were talking about in the open about turnovers, man.
Exactly. When Kilgore loses a ball game this year, it's usually because of turnovers. They've turned the ball over 30 times. So we go here to the replay. Throws the ball into the end zone. He throws it a little bit high. Get a deflection there, and then Lofton comes through at the back of the end zone. Guy in the right spot and picks it off. But the bugaboo for Kilgore all year has been turnovers, Joe.
Okay, well, here we go now with the Warriors of East Central Community College on offense for the first time. They'll split KB and Ento out wide to the left. Going out there with him is Henry Murphy. And nobody wide to the right. Jesse Hoskett's the quarterback. First play is going to be a pass. And a big stick out there on Henry Murphy. He made the catch on the little end pattern, and he's knocked down by DeQuinton Osborne of the Rangers. So the Warriors pick up, though, about 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5 coming up at their own 26.
They're not wasting any time, Joe. They're going to try to play at tempo.
Yeah. Hoskett lobs one out on the left flat once again, and it's caught out there by Noah Hicks, but nothing doing. He might have gotten maybe two?
Maybe.
No, not one, maybe.
Maybe one. You know, basically, they ran the same play again. Kilgore did a really good job of their linebackers coming out and taking him down.
Jesse Hoskett, the man under, actually the man in the spread. 3 receivers to the right. Flags are coming out of the officials' waistband here. Let's see what the call is going to be.
We've got 12 men on the field on Kilgore.
Yep, that's what it is. 12 Kilgore Rangers on the field, and you can't do that.
Nope. That's another one of those mistakes, Joe, that happened when you hadn't been on the field in a while.
Of course, now if we were playing under Canadian rules, that would have been absolutely fine, but we're not.
That's right.
Huddling up now with a 5-yard penalty in their pocket are the Warriors from East Central Mississippi. 3 receivers to the right, nobody to the left. Man coverage out here. And this time they'll keep it on the ground. Carrying the mail is Tredarian Gamble. And Gamble is short of the first down, looks like. He got about 7, maybe 6.5, 7 on that. Football's at the 38-yard line.
Like I say, they don't waste any time.
Trip receivers right again. Hoskett flares one out to the right. Catch is made by Henry Murphy, and Henry's up to the 46-yard line. First down.
Tell you, Joe, one thing that I see early on here is the receivers for East Central do a phenomenal job blocking. If you see here, they throw it out to Murphy. They get a good block here on the cornerback and pick up the first down.
It's a running play this time. That read situation, that, you know, that zone read that everybody talks about all the time. Again, the ball carrier's Tredarian Gamble. He's brought in by DeQuinton Osborne.
DeQuinton Osborne is kind of the guy up front for Kilgore, Joe. He was the defensive player of the year in their conference. So
there's Hoskett. Oh, the ball's incomplete. I thought Murphy might have had a chance on that one, but he came in down at his feet, didn't it?
Right. Yeah, I tell you, they did a good job of getting up there in his face that time.
So first third and long play of the ball game now, Kirk. 3rd down and 9 for the Warriors at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah.
And they're going to go with a wide receiver out either side. Hoskett in the pistol, but now he's going to move Gamble over a few steps, actually send him out in motion. And he's got the pass in his hand. He's at the 50-yard line. He's to the 45 and down at the 41. That'll be a first down for the Warriors.
Joe, he did most of that on his own. They ran off with the wide receiver and hit him out there, and he put made a really good move to get the first down here.
And this time Hoskett will change it up again, send 3 guys wide right with a snap in the pistol formation, and again with a big gap on the left side, Tredarian Gamble. And he's got good yardage, brought down over there by Jalen Porter, but about 8 yards on the pickup. So set the ball down at the 33 in Ranger territory. 8:20 left to play, first quarter, no score. Jesse Hoskett looks it over, gets the snap and hands it off to Gamble once again. Gamble spins out of one tackle, almost got away from another one, but couldn't avoid the Rangers' Jalen Porter. But again, you know, they have not spent any time behind the sticks at all on this possession.
No, they don't. And, you know, when you're going to play at tempo, Joe, first down is key. If you can get a good gain on first down, it sets you up for the entire drive.
Triangle formation of 3 receivers wide right. Hoskett back to pass, drops back about 5 yards, lets it go toward the corner, and I don't know if he was on the same page that time with KB and Into, the intended receiver, I think.
I think that Gerald Sykes had good coverage down there on Into, and I think that Hoskett just threw the ball away.
So now you're looking at a 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors at the Ranger 29-yard line. Hoskett, number 8, stands in, gets the snap, and oh, that ball was almost deflected, almost knocked down, but it's completed to Henry Murphy of the Warriors, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, thereabouts. Kirk, did you see that? That defensive back from Kilgore missed it by that much.
That's their free safety. He was lined up about 8 yards off the ball, Joe, and came up, tipped it. Almost had one of those pick sixes that we talked about in the opening that this defense hangs his hat on.
Hoskett now with the snap. Hoskett gives it to a new player in the ball game, Michael Daniels. And Daniels is down at the 15-yard line. So I tell you what, this running attack for the East Central Warriors is just gobbling up yardage. They've got the ball at the Ranger 15-yard line. They started this drive back on the 25. And the handoff this time will go back to Gamble. And Gamble's going to walk it in for a Warrior touchdown. First blood in the Heart of Texas Bowl this year goes to the East Central Warriors on a little scamper by Tredarian Gamble, the freshman wide receiver from Lincoln, Alabama. And he's a guy who's listed on the roster as a wide receiver playing out of position today.
Really good job blocking up front, Joe.
Austin Balthazar is going to hold now for Aaron Garrett as the Warriors try to break out to a 7-zip lead. There's the snap, and here's the kick, and it is up, and it is good. So timeout on the field, 7:03 to play in the first quarter. It's 7-0 East Central against Kilgore, and the Warriors of East Central have the lead. We'll be right back with the Warriors kickoff after this. Champs, Communities Helping Americans Mature, Progress, and Succeed is an organization devoted to our school children. Through concerts and assembly programs, the Champs message of anti-bullying and living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle gets out to our students from grades 4 through 12. Contact Champs at 254-394-1146 and be a part of the team.
Hoff-Power Ford wants to thank you for making this past year an amazing one by extending extra savings to you this holiday season. Stop by the store today at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas, Texas, and see our vast selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs specially priced for our year-end sales event. If you can't stop by, visit us online at hford.com to make sure you don't miss these deals. Once again, thank you from our family here at Hoff-Power Ford, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, one thing about it, Kirk Whitehead, the only score in this ball game has come off a turnover, and you know we hate to keep beating on a dead horse like that, but as you said, this has been an issue for Kilgore this year.
It really has, Joe. They, as we said, they've turned it over 30 times. They usually take it back from you. They didn't that time. They got close there on that little swing pass where he went out there and tipped it. But a really good-looking drive by East Central. I mean, they just took it right down the field, methodically marched, stayed ahead of the chains. Really good-looking drive, and you can see Hoskett does a really good job of taking care of the football and getting it into playmakers' hands.
Here's Garrett's kickoff to Will Smith, who takes it at the 4-yard line to the 10-15, comes left, and is tripped up at the 20-yard line. So that's where the Kilgore College Rangers from deep East Texas are going to start over. Got one of the Warriors coming off a little bit gimpy. That's Noah Hicks, but might have got stepped on. You know, I don't know of anything that hurts any worse than being stepped on with cleats unless it's getting the wind knocked out of you. Goodness gracious.
That's right.
So that score comes with 6:57 left to play. Actually, more like 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. In case you're just now tuning in, 7-0 is our score. East Central Community College Rangers out of, Warriors out of the state of Mississippi are leading the Kilgore College Rangers from East Texas 7-0. And the handoff goes to a new running back that's in the game. We haven't seen him yet, Damian Collins. And Collins gets it across the 25-yard line by an inch or two. So we're going to call this one a 2nd down and 5 for the Kilgore College Rangers. They're working on the far hash mark.
Yeah, a little trap there that time. Pull the left guard around. Nice first down play.
Yeah, it's 2nd down and 5 coming up now, and Josh Bopping, who's the quarterback for Kilgore, took plenty of time getting the play call, and this time he hands it off to the first man through. There's a loose football. It's going to be a pick, actually a scoop and score for Jalen Lofton of the Mississippi East Central Community College Warriors. A scoop and score for him, and that puts the Warriors up 13-0. Again, Kirk, what can you say? Except the T.O. word, turnover.
Exactly.
Now it's going to be another try for point for Aaron Garrett. Jalen Johnson's the holder, number 10. Now, correction, Austin Balthazar is the holder, number 10. Man alive. Talk about Shock City. We just saw part of it. That's where we're staying right now. And the kick by Garrett is up, and it is good. So it's a 14-0 ball game, Kirk, and 14-0 ball game with East Central.
Yeah.
And what can you say? You've made your point on this, that the Rangers have an issue with turnovers, but this time they've every point, the 12 of the 14 points that the Kilgore Rangers have given up have come on turnovers.
Just a really good play there by Derek Mahaffey, who's a first-team all-conference player, comes in, gets into the backfield, and really caused the turnover. It happened on the exchange between the quarterback and the running back, but Mahaffey gets back there, hits the running back, and then they scoop and score. Like I say, it's a problem. You put yourself behind. The thing that Kilgore usually does is they do a good job overcoming it by creating turnovers of their own. So it'll be interesting to watch and see if they can overcome that.
Well, now, of course, now's the time. You know, this is gut check time. I know it's only a 14-0 ball game right now, but
yeah, they need to get some points here.
Time to reach down deep. Now they're going to send the same man back. I believe they will. That's Will Smith, a freshman from Hempstead. Where's number 22 whenever you watch this on the replay? Or if you're watching live today, we're just so glad to have you from Copperas Cove. Beautiful, beautiful day.
FoxSports.go.
Here's Aaron Garrett getting set to kick it away now. And he advances, and boom, there it comes. And he got every bit of that one. Will Smith is going to watch this one hit 8 yards deep in the end zone and bounce out up into the long jump area. So let's go to the 25-yard line again for the Kilgore College Rangers and see if they can do what they need to do to.
They need to make some plays here, Joe, to try to turn the momentum around. All the momentum's over here on the sideline of East Central, and they need a big play.
Okay, the officials have spotted the football at the 25-yard line, and the Rangers are still in their huddle along the sideline. Now here they come.
Sounds good.
Coming wide left is going to be Garrett Barton. Actually, he's going to slot. Cameron Fisher's going to be out here. They got a guy way over to the right. Barton goes in motion. Oh, here's the jet sweep. He's trying to get around the corner. Can he do anything? He is cranked over there on the far side by Austin, by Austin Balthazar.
I tell you, the defense of East Central that time did a really good job of stringing that play out.
So the jet sweep goes for about a yard. 2nd down and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Number 92, Zachary Graves, fought off of his block and forced Barton to the sideline. Very nice play.
And the handoff on the next snap is going to go to Martinez Syria once again. And Syria gets it up to the 33-yard line. And then he's going to be brought down again by that same guy, Austin Balthazar. Takes him out at the, about the 33-yard line. 3rd down and 2 coming up now, Kirk. They got to get to the 35 to keep the ball.
Critical play here early in the ball game, Joe. They need to stem the tide right here. They need to get a 1st down and try to get some points.
Fisher fails. Osborne all out to the left side. Right side, that is. Left side. And the handoff again goes to Martinez Syria. He's got the 36-yard line, which means it'll be a 1st down for the Kilgore College Rangers.
Right behind big Matthew Bell, 350 pounds, creates some space.
Jerry McGee had that last tackle.
Yeah, pulled the left guard around. Nice play there to pick up the 1st down.
And once again, number 11, that's Josh Boffing. Him and his skill people, and even the linemen this time are all looking to the bench to see what play to run. This time they'll go twins left, one guy right. Boffing with 2 runners with him, and he's going to hand it off. And trying to get to the right side for the Rangers is Damian Collins, and I'm not real sure that he got anything off that one.
I don't think he did. And, Joe, there's another little mistake there. It was a high snap. that ruin the timing of the play. So little things like that really can hurt you as far as the play timing.
Balthazar was in on that last tackle, so 2nd and 10, no gain at the 37-yard line. 4:25 left to play in the first quarter. Our score, East Central Community College out of Mississippi, 14. Kilgore College Rangers, 0. Twin receivers left, one guy right. Offset backfield, and here's Boffing trying to roll. And he's got a man upfield, and the ball is in the guy's belly, and it can't come out. Good defensive coverage on that one, Kirk, by Isaiah Thomas.
Right. He got there, timed it well. Joe got there right at the right time and knocked the ball down. Puts them in a 3rd and long here. That, like I say, all these 3rd downs need to, when you're down 14-0 early in the ball game, you need to convert these.
And you can probably hear the band over here on this side, the East Central band. I'm so glad that they brought their band today. We've never seen them. The Kilgore Ranger Band is here, and they brought the Rangerettes with them, the oldest dance team in America, formed in 1940 by Gussie and Nell Bush. Here we go. Boffing back to pass. Nobody open. Rolls to his left. Pulls up. Pulls the ball down. Upfield to the 50, to the 45, and he'll squirt out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Correction, 41-yard line it is. And they're into East Central territory now.
That is a critical play right there for Kilgore, Joe. They needed a 1st down. East Central's backed up in man coverage. They're running with the receivers, and Boffing sees that, gets the corner, and gets the 1st down.
Still getting the play wig-wagged in from the far sideline. 14-0. East Central leading Kilgore at the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, powered by Hoff Power Motor Group. Here's Boffing again, and he'll hand it to the guy that was on his left side. That's Damian Collins. Collins squirts through. Collins is at the 30 and down to the 26-yard line. That'll move the sticks once again.
Joe, really good block there by the left guard. They pulled him. If you watch here on the replay, Garrett Bonnery, a freshman from Gladewater, pulled around and made a good kick-out block, and then a nice run there by the back.
Yeah, Damian Collins is still in there. He'll line up on the right side of Boffing this snap. And it's back, and here's that little flare pass out to the right side. And the ball is caught. Good catch out there by Rashad Williams. But I see a flag down, Kirk, at the 16-yard line.
I knew we would eventually see one, Joe.
Did you see the infraction?
I didn't. It could be holding.
Yeah. Kilgore's walking back.
What I think it's probably going to be, yeah.
So we'll move the ball 10 yards back to the 27-yard line. That'll set up a 1st and 11. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
1st and 11 coming up now for the Kilgore College Rangers at the East Central 27-yard line. This time they're going to send that big lad, Alex Latham, the 6'6" freshman from Cleveland, out wide left. On his inside in the slot is Rashad Williams. And way out to the right's Jalen Fales. Josh Boffing, the freshman quarterback from Montgomery, is going to hand it off to the running back, cutting up and inside's Damian Collins. And Collins trying to see where they're going to spot him. About the 22. He'll be at the 22-yard line.
Another good kick out block there by Bonnery, Joe. If you see here, the left guard pulls around, kicks out the outside linebacker, and then Collins cuts right up for a nice gain.
They're going to move the receivers around, put them in different places, swap them from side to side, and go from there. Martinez Syria once again is the guy behind the quarterback, and he gets no, it's a fake. Well, a little pass out to the left side on the left flat. It is completed to Rashad Williams, and Rashad is down at the 12-yard line. That should be enough for a 1st down, and it is for the Kilgore College Rangers. Isn't this just about the point where the ball was picked last time they were down here?
I think they were on the 12-yard line. That's what I was just thinking. Really nice decision there by Boffing. They were trying to throw that ball in the end zone. They had him covered, so he comes back down to his secondary option, makes a nice play.
Boffing and Syria alone in the backfield this time, and here comes a man in motion across. It's the jet sweep once again. This time Jalen Fales. and fails to get upfield. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Very good job by the defensive front there of East Central getting penetration.
And very good job tackling, too, by Teran Davis. So now it'll be 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Rangers of Kilgore College here.
Those 2 defensive tackles for East Central, Derek Mahaffey and Zachary Graves on that play right there are very active. They're hard to block, and they create a lot of problems for you up front when you try to run wide. They can move and get out there and make plays.
It was a fake from Boffing, and then he throws it on the 2nd try, gets it completed to DeQuinton Osborne, and Osborne is down around the 2, I believe. It'll be a 1st and goal coming up for the, well, I say it will. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah.
And now we've got an injured player on the field.
We do. Very good play there by the little slot back, Garrett Barton from Dayton. Got a good block, and then got about 3 or 4 extra yards on his own there to get him down into 3rd and very short.
Very short. But right now we just hope that the player from Kilgore College is not hurt too bad. This is just a wonderful, wonderful thing for Copperas Cove, Kirk. It really and truly is. The Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, founded by head coach Jack Welch 15 years ago today. And this is the 15th straight year that we have had a junior college game. Okay? We're going to be right back after this timeout, so hang on. More of the Heart of Texas Bowl coming right up.
Hi, I'm Pat Waters, a Texas and national recording artist. One of the biggest problems facing our students across the United States is just plain wrong, and that problem is bullying. Whether it be physical or otherwise, bullying hurts. If you see someone being bullied, don't stand on the sideline, report it immediately to a teacher, a counselor, or a school administrator. And remember, your silence empowers the bullies. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. School is a place to learn, not to be in fear.
And we're back to play here at Bulldog Stadium. Football is set at the 2-yard line, Kirk, and it's in Mississippi territory, East Central Mississippi territory. And now it's a 3rd down. Third down in inches, yeah.
Joe, I would find old Matthew Bell over there, number 75, and I'd get right behind him and get me this 1st down right here.
Let's see where Matthew is.
I think he's at right tackle. No, I'm sorry, that was him that just. So let's get this 6'7", 310-pound left tackle, Javon Mosley. Let's get our 1st down right there.
Oh man, it's up. Oh, looky there! It's another loose football picked up by the Warriors. They're going downfield. One guy to stop, Rashad Williams. Williams is not going to catch him. Got a flag down. This one will probably be coming back with the scoop and score by number 10, Austin Balthazar. Now let's get the situation from the referees. Here we go. The officials are coming up. I'm trying to find the white hat.
I think we're going to have a sideline violation here, Joe. I think somebody got a little too excited and got out on the field and got in the official's way.
Okay.
Coach Karcher's a little upset over here, so I bet that's what the penalty's going to be.
We have 8 officials in this ball game, and they're discussing it right now at the 10-yard line.
That's 7 too many, isn't it, Joe, for your liking?
No. You got to have at least 3. Nowadays, everybody's got 8. That guy that wears the C on his back, the center judge, all he does is spot the ball. If he sees a false start, he'll call that. Let's see what this guy's going to tell us. There's still a big discussion going on. However, Austin Balthazar just scooped and scored from 97 yards away.
Yeah, sideline warning, Joe. Next time it'll be a penalty. You know, sometimes the other team beats you, and sometimes you beat yourself. And right now, Kilgore's beating himself.
So it's going to be a try for point from Aaron Garrett, trying to raise his team up to a 21-0 lead here in the 1st quarter, which has 12 seconds left on it. And Balthazar, the guy that just scooped and scored from 97 yards away, is going to be holding now for Aaron Garrett. Snap, hold, kick. Low, but did it get through? It did. 21 to nothing now. East Central over the Kilgore College Rangers. And what about this now, Kurt?
Bad snap there on 3rd and short. Created the turnover, and then Baltazar picks it up and scores. And as Coach Royal at University of Texas used to say, turnovers will change the game quicker than a minute and swim a difference. And that's what we've seen right here. 2 times, 2 scooping scores, and you're up 21 to nothing. Especially when you consider the fact that Kilgore's at point-blank range twice. I mean, they could be ahead 14 to nothing here if they hadn't turned the football over. So, you know, we talked about it in the pregame, but they've had a problem with that all year.
Well, now, are there any stats in the book? I guess I have to look for it over here. How many times has that happened? How many times has Kilgore given up a score on a turnover?
I'm not sure, but I know that they've turned the ball over 15 times via interception, 15 times via fumble, and you just create, even if they don't score, you create short fields for the other team. They're 7-3, Joe, with 30 turnovers.
Right.
Probably the games they've lost because of the turnovers. If they protect the football, they may be sitting here looking at a 9-1 or a 10-0 season. But the thing that saved them a lot of times is their defense usually gets the ball back for them.
Right.
But their defense hadn't been on the field enough so far in this game to be able to create any turnovers. So. But they are moving the football. If they can get down here and get a score and get back in the ball game, you know, this thing is not out of hand, but it could get that way pretty quick.
Well, here we go with Aaron Garrett getting set to kick to Will Smith. Will standing at about the 2-yard line, north end of the stadium. Garrett puts it up high. This one's going out of bounds.
Yep.
So that'll be a penalty call on the Warriors. That'll bring the ball upfield for the Rangers to start their next possession. 12 seconds left in the first quarter from Bulldog Stadium. It is the Hoffpower Auto Group Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, 15th edition. And right now, 21 to nothing. Interesting, this is a top 20 matchup, Kirk, with the Rangers at number 20 and the Warriors at number 15. Now, you've done a lot of research this week. And did you expect anything like this?
You know, Joe, I really didn't. I thought that Coach Welch and the selection committee has done a good job of putting 2 teams together, but those 2 turnovers, and then consider the fact that you pick them up and run them back for touchdowns, it's changed the complexion of the game.
Sure has.
So I thought it would be a hard-fought ball game, but as we talked about, those turnovers can make a big difference, and that's what we've seen so far. I knew that Kilgore had a propensity to turn the ball over, and that's what we've seen.
As the Rangers come back onto the field, getting set to probably run one play. Snap back. Oh, a little look-in pass to the tight end across the middle. Good catch out there by Jared Wood. And a good stop made for the Warriors by Jawan Keys.
Very, very good catch, Joe. That ball was thrown high behind him. And Wood, a freshman from Kilgore, goes up and makes a phenomenal catch.
Okay, that'll do it. That's the end of the first quarter, and our score is 21 to nothing in favor of East Central. So let's check out some of these replays here from the first half.
Turnovers have been the key to it. Good touchdown run here by Gamble early in the ball game to put them up 7 to nothing. Kilgore turns the ball over in their own end of the field, scoop and score there. And then as Kilgore has driven the ball back down the field to go back into it, they get a bad snap. Baltazar scoops and scores.
And we'll be right back with more in just a moment.
Because of Kilgore College, I have choices.
Choose from more than 130 degree and certificate programs. Get ready to work or earn credits toward a 4-year degree with our core curriculum transfer guarantee.
Because of Kilgore College, I discovered a career.
Kilgore College offers a variety of programs to train you for a new and exciting career. Nursing, fire protection, business, and more. And Kilgore is less than half the cost of state 4-year schools.
Because of Kilgore College, I have a future.
Register now for classes at kilgore.edu.
Howdy folks, I'm Lee Hoffbauer at Hoffbauer Chevy Buick and Cadillac right here in Lampasas, Texas. Well, we've got the best selection of brand new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Folks, Hoffbauer's has great pricing and GM has huge incentives. So come see us today or check us out on the web at hautogroup.com. That's H is in Hoffbauer, autogroup.com. Better yet, just come see us. Hoffbauer's in Lampasas for 51 years now, and we couldn't have stuck around this long if we were steering you wrong.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Coppers Cove, where we're heading into the second quarter of the 15th annual Hoffbauer Auto Group Champs Heart of Texas Bowl. Not been a good day so far for the Kilgore College Rangers from East Texas. Here's the snap, and they'll hand it off to their #1 gun running back, Martinez Syria. And Syria might have gotten 3 yards up to midfield on that. He's down in a big pile of black jerseys on the far side.
Once again, Joe, Derek Mahaffey, number 90, sophomore from Anniston, Alabama. If you're going to block him, you got to bring your lunch pail. He gets in there and helps make that play. He's quite a football player.
And one of the kids just had his helmet come off, so he'll have to come to the sideline. Going in to replace him is Courtney Stamper. But the guy that lost his headgear was Charles Bradford. Here we go now, 2nd down and 7 for the Rangers at midfield. Snap is back. The pass comes out to the right side to Syria from Josh Bolfing. And the Warrior defensive people were there to make the stop before anything got going.
Isaiah Thomas, Joe, comes up here right at the end. Throw out here to Syria. They get him bottled up. And then Isaiah Thomas comes in there at the end and puts his shoulder in there and makes a really good, solid tackle.
Now the Rangers are going to set 3 receivers wide to the left side. One guy comes out to the right. Martinez Syria in the backfield with quarterback Josh Balfing.
Another critical down here. You know, you've got to think probably here if they don't get it, they're going to have to think about going for it on 4th down and try to create some kind of momentum for themselves.
Rolling to his left is Balfing, left-handed chunker. Intends one up around the 39-yard line for Kyle McBride, but it is incomplete. Threw it out in front of him, looked like.
Threw it a little behind him, I think, Joe.
Okay.
He had him there, and then they're going to bring the punt team in.
Okay, you wonder about coaching decisions sometimes.
This is a pretty good spot for a fake.
Toriano Howard back at the 10-yard line to receive the punt.
Troy Duran, the 2nd-team all-conference punter in the Lone Star Junior College Football Conference with a 37-yard average back to punt. If they do punt it, Joe, they need to try to pin them here.
Yeah, he's going to kick it.
Create something with their defense.
Gets a wobbly spiral. That thing is going to go into the end zone. Touchback. So we'll bring it out and go from there. 13:36 left to play, first quarter here at Bulldog Stadium in Coppers Cove. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it. It's a great 15 versus 20, top 20 junior college matchup today. In the white uniforms, it's the Kilgore College Rangers, champions of the Southwest Junior College Football Conference. And in the black jerseys, the Warriors from East Central Community College in Mississippi. In their conference, they were, I believe, the third place team. I'm sorry.
Right. This is the best season they've had, Joe, since 1999.
Getting the carries, Tredarian Gamble for the Warriors. He's across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Good little run-off tackle. Once again, as they did the first time they hit. Seems like it was 2 weeks ago they had the ball.
Yeah, really.
But they stay ahead of the chains. Now they're huddling up this drive. Before they just got out there and ran at tempo. So
think they want to burn some clock here.
I think maybe I think so.
Jesse Hoskett in the pistol now with a runner behind him. That's Gamble. Gamble gets the call. Gamble gets hammered as he crosses the line of scrimmage by DeQuinton Osborne, and a few other Rangers.
I'd say DeQuinton Osborne, the Defensive Player of the Year in the Lone Star Junior College Football Conference, makes a fine play right there. I tell you what, there's some good defensive tackles in this game, Joe. Osborne for Kilgore and the two guys for Mississippi, East Central, Mahaffey and Graves. They're very active and good solid football players.
And once again, it'll be Hoskett and Gamble in the backfield. Now, Hoskett's going to switch his receivers from left to right. So he's got twins out there on that side. And again, Gamble gets the call as he runs it on the slant play across the 25 to the 26, maybe 27-yard line.
Going to force a punt. That's what Kilgore needed. They needed to try to get the ball back and make something happen. East Central went to a two tight end formation that time, Joe, and to try to run the ball and to keep that clock running. And Kilgore did a really good job of stepping up and stopping them.
Normally, a team will have its punter run right straight onto the field, but it's going to be the same guy, Aaron Garrett. And back to receive for the Rangers. We'll find out who that is in just a minute. Let's see what Garrett can do. Long snap count. They're trying to get him offside and get that 5 yards, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And now somebody's either called timeout or there was a movement or something.
I'm going to tell you one thing, Joe. They got three big guys lined up in front of Garrett. Would you want to run back there and try to block that with those three guys standing there looking at you?
Nah, not me. I'm a chicken when it comes to that sort of thing. Move the ball back to the 22. It's 4th and 8 now for the Warriors. Good snap to the punter, Garrett, and he's got a wobbly looking thing going down at the 49-yard line and bouncing upfield in a Ranger fashion. That gave the Rangers a couple of extra yards.
This puts Kilgore in a position, Joe, with the ball in East Central's end of the field where they can try to go down and get some points and get back in the football game. This game's not over with yet.
No, not
even though you're down 21-0, Kilgore has moved the football. They've been up and down the field twice, and they need to go get them some points right here.
East Central's fourth bowl game. This is their fourth bowl game since they began playing football back in 28. And I read somewhere that their last one was a 7-6 win over Middle Georgia College in the 1996 Huddle House Golden Isles Classic. Now, the Warriors lost to Northwest Mississippi Community College 27-20 in the state playoffs. And here come the Rangers, and the handoff to Martinez. Syria gets him in deep into territory up over the 50-yard line. He's at the 37 now in East Central territory.
Really close to a first down. We've got a guy down. Once again, when they make a play on offense, they run behind Matthew Bell, but they've been pulling number 76, Garrett Bonnery, around, and he does a really good job of coming around and kicking the end or the outside linebacker out and creating space for Syria to run.
Well, this is number 10, Austin Balthazar of the Warriors. That's one guy that their defense does not want to lose.
No, he's a scoop and score guy. So, also has 4 interceptions on the year.
But of course, he is. He's jogging off. Now it's a 2nd down and 1 coming up for the Rangers at the 37 in Mississippi's end, East Central, I should say. And here's a shovel pass to the fullback, and that's going to go to, well, number 81, whose name we don't have. Oh, correction, I'm looking at the wrong side. Jared Wood. Jared Wood was the guy that carried the ball. That's going to do a first down for him at the 36-yard line.
Joe, I just got a text. I'm not sure if it's right or not, but it says that Texas is ahead of Baylor 17-0. You think somebody's trying to trick me?
Might be. That just, what can you say? Any given Saturday, any given Friday. Got a flag down.
Got a little movement up front there.
Looks like a false start against the offense. That will cost the Rangers 5 yards.
I don't know if they've shot their foot off yet or not, Joe, but they've got 2 or 3 toes gone. you know, those little things like that, put yourself here 1st and 15, just, you know, puts you behind the chains, makes things tough.
Trip receivers wide right now. And the handoff will go to Martinez Syria. The #1 gun running back for the Rangers of Kilgore is across the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd down now and about 12.
Once again, Zachary Graves there and does a really good job of coming up and stuffing that thing and making the play.
Well, let's see what Josh Boffing's going to do this time. He's got twin receivers right, 1 guy left, and a running back. And here's
reverse.
That little flea flicker, if you want to call it that, with the footballs. #7, Jalen fails to get it down on the ground.
I'm going to tell you what, 2 things on that play. East Central secondary did a really good job of covering up the receivers, but Garrett Barton goes up, probably keeps the ball from being intercepted, and almost comes down with a phenomenal catch.
Yep, DeQuinton Osborne was the intended receiver down there, #6. And #7, Jalen Fales, was chased all over the place back here by the defenders from East Central.
Yeah, Barton almost came down with that football.
Yes, he did. 3rd and 12. Again, trip receivers right. It's going to be a double reverse pass right there, but it did not work. Pressure's on. Boffing has to roll. Boffing throws it behind Jalen Fales. So that'll change the down box over to #4.
Yep. 4th and long here, Joe. You know, if it's 4th and 4 or 5, you probably think about going for it, but I think that they'll probably try to pin them right here.
Yeah, the punter's back there.
We will take a commercial break after the punt.
Long count. Here's the snap and the kick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Oh, he's going to get a bounce on this one. That's good. Let me tell you about it. The punter kicks the ball out of bounds at the 8-yard line, but I'll tell you what, #32, the kicker over there, Troy Durant. At first, Kirk, that sure didn't look good.
Nope.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back here at Bulldog Stadium for the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl.
Power Ford wants to thank you for making this past year an amazing one by extending extra savings to you this holiday season. Stop by the store today at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas, Texas, and see our vast selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs specially priced for our year-end sales event. If you can't stop by, visit us online at hford.com to make sure you don't miss these deals. Once again, thank you from our family here at Power Ford, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, we're back now with more of the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl deep in the 2nd quarter. Troy Duran, the punter for Kilgore, got the ball out of bounds at the 8-yard line on that last kick, which looked bad when it came off his foot.
He got a better roll than he got a kick.
So deep in the other end now, the East Central Warriors. Ball's on the ground, looks like. No, maybe not.
I think the ball came loose, but I think they got it back.
That's going to be about a 7-yard pickup for the Warriors. And they're hustling to the line and getting the play off in a hurry here. Hoskett, the quarterback, will give it away to Gamble again. And he's across the 15, 16-yard line. So now a 3rd down and 1 coming up.
This would be a big stop for Kilgore. Another thing, Joe, they take the ball away from people. That's what they hang their hat on. Now would really be a good time for them to do it.
That's for sure. Coming out left side split about 8 or 9 yards is going to be Kabian Into. Jesse Hoskett, the quarterback for East Central, hands it off, and a great tackle on number 21 Michael Daniels by number 22, Will Smith of Kilgore. But that's going to be enough for a first down. See, it's just one-on-one right here, Kurt.
Exactly. Really good block there by the offensive line to get him outside and get the first down.
Hoskett will again hand it off, but this time to Michael Daniels, and he's trying to cut back inside, look like, but again, not much happening there for him.
Really good play that time, Joe, by number 90, Braylon Goods, 6'3", 245-pound sophomore from Houston. Comes across and makes a fine tackle there for a very short gain.
All right, Hoskett hollering out signals to his receivers. There's 3 of them wide to the right side. Snap, he's back 3 steps. He's going to pull it down and go down. Because that time, if you look at it, for the Rangers, big number 90, Braylon Goods, dropped the quarterback, saying, "Thou shalt not pass."
No. And that's they've got 51 sacks on the year, Joe. They get to the quarterback, but Hoskett does a good job. They had him covered downfield. He just eats it instead of trying to throw the ball into coverage and making a mistake.
3rd down and 11 at the 20-yard line for the Warriors from East Central. Again, Hoskett has one back with him and has receivers out all over the place. 3rd and long, and a little bitty soft touch lob pass completed to KB and Into, and Into is at the 20-yard, maybe the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and long, 4th and 10 coming up now for East Central. They'll have to kick it away.
Yeah, Joe, as we look, they're just trying to get him across the formation. Really good play there by number 27, Desmond Payton, outside linebacker, picks him up and goes across and makes the play for a stop, puts him in punt. Kilgore's got another good chance here to get the ball in good field position and go score and try to get back in the football game.
That's right. Smith is standing at the 50-yard line. And there's the kick. Garrett gets a bounce on this one. Looked like it might have hit somebody, but I don't guess it did.
I think it hit one of his own guys.
At the 45-yard line.
Kilgore got there, nearly blocked that one. So.
Yeah, and the official is given the illegal touching signal at the 45.
They touched it back up the field, so they'll get it where it touched one of the East Central players.
At the 45-yard line. Now the Rangers have a good starting spot here.
They do. This is the time to get back in the football game with about 5 minutes left. You can drive and score and go in 21-7 with all the bad things that Kilgore's had happen to them. You would think that they'd feel really pretty good 21-7 at the half, but they need to get the ball down and put it in the end zone.
That's the bottom line. It has to go across that double stripe over there.
Last time I checked, Joe, I think you get 6 points when you do that.
Don't you?
You bragged about me knowing football. I just wanted to, I didn't want to make a liar out of you.
I appreciate you. Here's Josh Balfing. Josh is a freshman quarterback from Montgomery, and a Montgomery Bulldog, and he can't find anybody open, so he's got to pull it down and run. Got it in his left hand as he goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Gain of what, maybe 2.
Yeah. I tell you, he makes a good decision there, Joe, but the East Central defense is very well coached. They play good, solid, fundamental football. They put pressure with those 2 big defensive tackles up front, and they cover people in the secondary, and it makes it tough for you to, they're not giving you anything down the field, or so far they haven't.
Balfing takes a good amount of time to get the call in from the sideline. 10 seconds left on the play clock, and it's going to be a fake and a chunk out on the left flat. It's completed over there to Garrett Barton. And right as he makes the catch, he turns upfield, gets a couple of more yards before he's corralled by Isaiah Thomas.
Little fake to Syria there. Good ball fake from Balfing. And then he's got an option to run it or throw it out to Barton. Makes a good decision. Barton gets it down the sideline for a first down.
Ball's at the 33-yard line in East Central's territory. Warriors have a 21-0 lead with 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Twin receivers right, 1 Ranger left. Balfing with a hand to Syria. Martinez Syria found a crack in there, and he's rolling.
Yep.
Martinez Syria into the end zone for a Ranger touchdown.
Good blocking up front. Once he gets into the secondary, he kicks it into another gear, splits the defenders and scores, and that's exactly what Kilgore needed, Joe, to get back in his football game.
And it comes with 4:52 left to play in the first half. Now these guys are going to do what a lot of people do. They line up in the swinging gate formation. Now let's see. Is that Osborne? Yeah, that's
Barton. That's the holder.
Okay, now here we go.
Yeah.
Got a new guy, number 38. Is that who that is? Or 30? With the glasses
That is Troy
on.
Duran that's going to attend. He's their punter and their kicker.
All right, Duran gets the boot away high and deep, almost up to the scoreboard. In fact, it does bounce off the scoreboard. All right, folks, let's get back on it. It's a 21-7 game, and we'll be right back with more of the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl as soon as we take this commercial break right here on the...
Hi, I'm Charles Tillman of the Chicago Bears. One of the biggest problems we're facing today is students being bullied, and it's just plain wrong. If you see someone being bullied, don't stand on the sideline. Report it right then and there. Go tell a teacher or a school administrator. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. No one should be afraid to go to school. It's a place to learn.
This message brought to you by America's Drug-Free Productions.
Family owned and operated for over 25 years, Hanks Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Copperas Cove. Hanks has ASE certified master technicians to make sure you're safe on the road. And that's not all. Hanks services brakes, belts, AC, and much more. Hanks Tire Pros nationwide warranty is honored at over 30,000 locations, so you're covered no matter where you go. And don't forget, we offer free roadside assistance for all customers. Hanks Tire Pros, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Well, Kirk, just what you said. The Rangers of Kilgore needed to put one in the end zone. They did. They've climbed right back into the game. They're still down by 2 scores, though.
2 good defensive stands in a row, Joe. Got them some field position. And then very good run there by Syria. Got them back in the ball game. You know, this ball game shouldn't be 21-7. Those 2 turnovers are the difference. These are 2 equally matched teams, and you know, if Kilgore can get another 3 and out, get the ball back, you know, we got us a ball game.
All right, let's go watch some more of it as we're about to kick off. Back to receive for the Warriors on the near side, Murphy, and here's the kick from Duran. It'll go to the far side guy this time, and carrying the mails, Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas up the sideline and is knocked out right close to the Kilgore bench. And we'll get the spot from the official in a second. Looks like he's going to put his foot down about the 32-yard line. I was watching the wrong official. You're absolutely right, 32-yard line. First down now coming up for the Warriors from East Central Community College.
You know, if you're East Central here, Coach Carter's got to feel like he needs to make 2 or 3 first downs and get out of here with a 21-7 lead at the half. Kilgore needs a 3 and out and, you know, get the ball back and try to go back and score again for the half. So,
yeah, looks like we're getting an unscheduled flyby from a C5 who's practicing landings at Fort Hood today. Handoff goes to Tredarian Gamble. He's been the workhorse for these Warriors from East Central, as he's got about 3 yards on that one.
Yeah, Joe had right at 1,000 yards on the season, so he is when they run the football, he's the guy they go to.
Looks like Gamble is trying to holler some directions out. Now they're going to send him in motion out of the formation. Hoskett all alone, but he completes a pass across the middle to KB and Ento. Ento's dropped at the 38-yard line. It'll still be short of the first down.
Really good play there by Hoskett that time, Joe. He wanted to go down the field on the other side. They had him covered. He comes back to his secondary receiver, stands in there. They were putting some pressure on him, makes a good throw. Puts them in a manageable situation here on 3rd down.
And the snap. Hoskett back about 2 steps, and he's trying to hit KB and Ento about 6 or 7 yards upfield, and the ball just zipped by the receiver. So
good coverage there by Jalen Porter, kind of forced the pass back toward the boundary a little bit. And once again, Joe, this is his 3rd 3 and out in a row. This puts Kilgore back into a position where they can really get back into this football game and get the momentum back.
Kyle McBride back at his own 38-yard line, getting set to receive. Aaron Garrett standing at his 25. He'll hit it about the 30, I guess. And here's the snap. Nice spiral. And it's going to stop and take an East Central bounce to the 30. So 70 yards from pay dirt is what the Rangers of Kilgore find themselves in, and they're trailing the East Central Warriors 21-7 here with 3 minutes 33 seconds left to go in the first half.
And Kilgore gets the football back, Joe. 3 minutes left. They've got all their timeouts, plenty of time to go score. This is the time that the East Central defense needs to step up and stop them.
Long time on the sideline getting the play done. All right, here they come. Siri is going to stand about a step off into the back of the quarterback, Josh Balfing. Snap. Balfing rolls to his left. Balfing. Oh, my goodness. They almost had another one.
Exactly. Same play that they ran earlier, Joe, on the last drive to get the first down. And East Central does a good job of covering it that time. Balfing's got an option to run. They put pressure on him, makes a bad throw, and almost another one of those turnovers that have hurt them so much here in the first half.
Yeah, they've given up 14 points.
They get a second chance here, so let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Second down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Balfing. Notice no hang up this time. He zips it to Garrett Barton on the left flat. Actually, right at the line of scrimmage.
Eric McPherson, middle linebacker out of Jackson, Mississippi. First team all-conference player, comes out and makes a really fine tackle in the open field there on Barton.
So now it's third down and 10 at the 30-yard line for the Kilgore College Rangers. Twin receivers right, one guy goes out left. And they drop out of the attention pose and look to the sideline and see whether or not Coach J.J. Eckert and his staff want to. Yep, they're going to call a timeout. That's what they will do. So with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the first half of our game, our score is still East Central Community College out of Mississippi 21 and the Kilgore College Rangers 7. We'll be right back and wrap up this first half of this ball game right after this timeout.
Because of Kilgore College, I have choices.
Choose from more than 130 degree and certificate programs. Get ready to work or earn credits toward a 4-year degree with our core curriculum transfer guarantee.
Because of Kilgore College, I discovered a career.
Kilgore College offers a variety of programs to train you for a new and exciting career. Nursing, fire protection, business, and more. And Kilgore is less than half the cost of state 4-year schools.
Because of Kilgore College, I have a future.
Register now for classes at kilgore.edu.
Howdy, folks. I'm Lee Hoffbauer at Hoffbauer Chevy Buick and Cadillac right here in Lampasas, Texas. Well, we've got the best selection of brand new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Folks, Hoffbauer's has great pricing and GM has huge incentives. So come see us today or check us out on the web at hautogroup.com. That's H is in Hoffbauer, autogroup.com. Better yet, just come see us. Hoffbauer's in Lampasas for 51 years now, and we couldn't have stuck around this long if we were steering you wrong.
Welcome back to the stadium, Bulldog Stadium in Coppers Cove, Texas, where we're down to the last couple of minutes, 2 minutes and 41 seconds to be exact, in the first half of the Junior College Division game at this year's Heart of Texas Bowl. We got a D2 game coming up tonight, NCAA Division II, Eastern New Mexico and Arkansas Tech. That'll be a good one.
I think it will be.
And nobody open now for Josh Balfing. Josh has got the ball upfield, though, and he hits that great big old wide receiver from Cleveland, Texas, and that's Alex Latham. Hits him at the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Good play there by Balfing of moving around and buying him some time, and then he finds his big 6'7" receiver over the middle.
And they're
good throw under pressure.
They got him off the field. He was shaken up.
Yeah.
On that play, but he was able to get off the field before.
He used all of the 6'7" to go up and get that football.
Yes,
Good play, and that was a critical play for Kilgore and keeping this drive alive.
Boffing flares another one out on the left side, trying to hurdle, trying to get out of people's way is number 7, Jalen Fales.
Number 14, Pat Walker, comes in and really lays a lick on Fales right there at the end.
Only about a half a yard gain, too.
Yeah.
Inside 2 minutes, 1:50 left to play in the first half. Then it'll be time for the Bands and the Rangerettes.
If we were looking for a hit of the game, Joe, we just got one right there. Walker really laid the wood.
There goes the fullback in motion. Again, Boffing having trouble getting away from the rush, but he is able to get a pass off and complete out on the left side. I believe that was to Cameron Fisher, looked like. And now there is going to be a timeout. And if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be called by the Rangers. That comes with 1 minute and 23 seconds left to play in the first half. 21-7, East Central over Kilgore. Back with more right after this.
Hi, I'm Charles Tillman of the Chicago Bears. One of the biggest problems we're facing today is students being bullied, and it's just plain wrong. If you see someone being bullied, don't stand on the sideline. Report it right then and there. Go tell a teacher or a school administrator. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. No one should be afraid to go to school. It's a place to learn.
This message brought to you by America's Drug-Free Productions. Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. We're down to the last minute and 23 seconds of the first half of the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl. And the Warriors now from East Central Community College are ready to go again, and we're still waiting on the guys that call that timeout, and that would be the Kilgore College Rangers, and the referee's trying to start the play clock.
It's 3rd and 8 for the Rangers.
There's the third time he's tried. Now it's rolling.
He's got it going now. Critical third down here for Kilgore.
Third down and
Joe.
3. I mean, third down and 7. Boffing fakes it to one guy, then goes down the sideline into a crowd. He's trying to hit Syria at the 35-yard line, but no mas, no bueno.
Had Syria on a wheel right out of the backfield. East Central really had good coverage there, Joe. Going to force them to have to punt here with a little over a minute left.
So going back to receive the kick will be Toriano Howard, standing at about the 15-yard line.
Duran is on to punt for the Rangers. Rashad Williams back to receive for the Warriors.
Snap, kick, nice spiral. That's the best punt I've seen today. But it goes into the end zone, and that means you have to take 20 yards off of it.
Out of the end zone for a touchback.
55-yard punt, Joe. Really nice punt.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of wind behind him, but nice spiral.
Yeah.
And,
Troy Duran, the punter for the Kilgore Rangers. Okay, so touchback brings it out to the 20-yard line. They'll go to the far hash mark with it. 1 minute, 11 seconds left to go in the first half. 21-7 ball game.
I would think here that East Central is going to be happy to run this time off and go in unless they can get a run here and pop it out and get a little field position. They're probably just going to try to run this time off.
Well, Jesse Hoskett's the quarterback. Let's see what plans he has. He's just, yeah, you're right. He's going to hand it off. And look, they're getting big chunks of yardage just doing that. Tredarian Gamble to the 29-yard line. 9-yard pickup on the play. Is there some kind of, I don't know where the umpire's going.
Trying to get the ball spotted here.
2nd down and 1 coming up. Hoskett again gives it to Gamble. Gamble's got the first down across the 30. That'll stop the clock long enough to get the chains reset. Then it'll be time to go get it some more. They've got the clock running, 43 seconds. And hand it to Gamble again, and looky there, big hit on the defensive line.
Darian Anthony came in there, fought off his block, and really made a nice hit there on Gamble.
So with 25 seconds left, 2nd down and 11. And there's really not, there's 8-second difference, so they don't have to snap it again. They can just let it go right on down. And you can see the officials walking back up toward the football. And that'll do it. And the kids will go to the locker room, and we'll get some halftime entertainment. Talk with an NBA superstar. And that'll do it, folks. The Zeros are up. First half. First half, Kirk. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what, it could be, Kilgore could be in a lot worse position than they are being, but they've kind of fought back, got some momentum back, and, I think they've got a chance to have a really good second half.
Well, coming up here in a few minutes, we're going to have the world and internationally famous Kilgore College Rangerettes. They'll be part of our halftime show, and then we'll just go from there as we see.
Hi, I'm Pat Waters, a Texas and national recording artist. One of the biggest problems facing our students across the United States is just plain wrong, and that problem is bullying. Whether it be physical or otherwise, bullying hurts. If you see someone being bullied, don't stand on the sideline, report it immediately to a teacher, a counselor, or a school administrator. And remember, your silence empowers the bullies. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. School is a place to learn, not to be in fear.
Kilgore College is more than 4 walls and a blackboard.
We're the place where you build your future.
Kilgore College offers real-life learning opportunities and more than 130 degree and certificate programs.
Plus, you won't break the bank. Kilgore is less than half the cost of state four-year schools.
Get ready for today's job market or ready for a 4-year degree with our core credits transfer guarantee.
Kilgore College, your future starts here. 983-8209, kilgore.edu.
Family owned and operated for over 25 years, Hanks Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Copperas Cove. Hanks has ASE certified master technicians to make sure you're safe on the road. And that's not all. Hanks services brakes, belts, AC, and much more. Hanks Tire Pros nationwide warranty is honored at over 30,000 locations, so you're covered no matter where you go. And don't forget, we offer free roadside assistance for all customers. Hanks Tire Pros, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Hot Power Ford wants to thank you for making this past year an amazing one by extending extra savings to you this holiday season. Stop by the store today at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas, Texas, and see our vast selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs specially priced for our year-end sales event. If you can't stop by, visit us online at hford.com to make sure you don't miss these deals. Once again, thank you from our family here at Hot Power Ford, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's halftime at Bulldog Stadium in Coppers Cove as the 15th annual Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, brought to you by Hot Power Auto Group and powered by Wellness49.com, is on the air again. We've been watching a great halftime performance by the band from East Central Community College, and now the Kilgore College band is on the field. They'll be joined shortly by the Kilgore Rangerettes, the nation's oldest and longest-lasting collegiate dance team. They were formed in 1940. But right now, Kirk, what about these numbers? We just got the first half stats, and I'm thinking that the Kilgore College Rangers have just about doubled up total offense that the Warriors have from East Central, and however, the Warriors are up by 14 points.
The only stat that matters, the Warriors are ahead in 21-7.
That's right.
But really Kilgore offensively has dominated as far as time of possession. They've got double the yards that East Central has. But if you go down and you look, the key stat, and we talked about it in the beginning of the ball game, 2 fumbles and 2 fumbles that they picked up and ran back. When East Central has had the ball, they've been pretty conservative with it. They've ran Gamble 14 times for 65 yards. Jesse Hoskett 7 out of 10 for 43 yards. He's been very conservative with the football. He's thrown 1 interception all year long. We knew that would be the case. Over on the Kilgore side, Syria's got 10 carries for 88 yards, averaging 8 yards a carry, almost 9 yards a carry. Balfing's 14 out of 21 with an interception, and Joe, it was a key interception on the first drive of the ball game. Down in the end zone, they're down about the 12-yard line. Looks like they're going to score, get an early lead, get a tip ball and an interception in the end zone. So really, turnovers have been the key to the football game. That's one thing we talked about in our keys to the game early on. Kilgore has dominated all the stats except the ones that really matter, the one on the scoreboard and turnovers. Very few football games I've seen where turnovers didn't determine the outcome. So, it'll be interesting. Kilgore's back in the ball game. They were down 21-0, came back, get a late touchdown in the second quarter, get it back to 21-7. So I think it's going to be an exciting second half.
I do too. And another thing that I'm interested in is the fact that it's been a very clean game. Only 2 penalties for 10 yards against East Central, 4 penalties for 16 yards against Kilgore. So the kids are playing hard, but they're not doing anything wrong.
No, they're not. And really, those penalties haven't come at a critical time where it cost somebody a first down or it cost somebody a touchdown. And so it has been a clean football game.
Well, right now, folks, a company that has joined us as a sponsor this year on the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl is an outfit called Wellness49.com. And a name I'm fixing to give to you and a voice you're going to hear is one that you're very familiar with if you're an NBA fan like I am. And I'm talking about one of the founders of Wellness49.com, and that is the incomparable Los Angeles Laker great. Are you ready to meet AC Green? Great, AC, gosh almighty, if I start stumbling and falling all over myself, it's because I have never met in my whole life. I've been doing sports on radio for almost 50 years. I've never met anybody that played in the NBA, and it's just especially someone of your stature. And I know I'm spreading it on thick, but that's the way it is. Someone of your stature is just amazing to me. We got plenty of time to talk about basketball, but I think one thing that we want to get into and cover really good is your company, Wellness49.com. You have an establishment in Killeen. Can you take us through the birth of the company, what it does, why it does what it does?
Yeah, Joe, first of all, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to get a chance to meet you. It really is. I'm glad to be the first, first of all, a professional athlete in the world of basketball, too. But as far as Wellness 49, we are about health and wellness. I mean, that's why we are a proud sponsor here at this particular game of this Texas Bowl here itself. I'm honored in that sense to be here and have the company be here. But what do we do? I mean, it's about trying to help families live healthier, wealthier, and wise. And in all three of those components, they sort of have to work together to keep a happy home. Mm-hmm. And so we are about trying to find products that are going to help people live longer, hopefully, healthier at the same time. And if you feel better about yourself, you probably are going to be a good friend, a better neighbor, a better coworker, a better teammate. And so those things are very important to us. But one of our signature products and really things that we actually have here at today's game with this beautiful weather is our cryo chamber. And we have a portable cryo chamber just sitting outside the gates right here, right now. And what that is it actually is a chamber that goes down to 270 below freezing.
Wow.
Okay, that you get in and you see the likes of professional athletes abroad as well as local. A boxer, Floyd Mayweather, he uses this as part of his regimen when he gets ready to prepare for a fight. Mm-hmm. A colleague of mine, LeBron James.
Yes.
Okay, he uses it at the same time for part of just his recovery. So it's one of those kind of things that you get in for 1 minute to maybe 3 minutes at the most, and it just gets a lot of the kinks and things out inside of a person's body, as well as losing weight and calories and things of that nature.
I understand. That sounds like a deal. Now, how often do you get in it?
I get a chance to get in as much as I possibly can. Now, I'm out in Hollywood, so we are just putting a new location out in the Southern California area.
Right.
But the closest one to me right now is in Sacramento, California. We have an office there, and as you say, every time I normally come down in this area, we have our office in Killeen.
Yes.
Okay, and so just yesterday, I'm always trying to get as close and as near and as cold as I can whenever I get a chamber near me.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, that's great. I tell you what, AC, it's amazing that you have come up with this idea, you and your partners, to make life better for people. Thank you for doing that.
No, it's great. I appreciate Dr. Tony Sorna as a good friend and a good partner.
Now, about basketball,
Sure.
mean, we've got to talk about basketball.
Why not?
Okay, that's how you made your living for a lot of years. Talk to us about the Lakers, about the glory days with Coach Riley and that crew. And I know you won a title on the same team with Magic Johnson. You won a title on the same team with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille, excuse me, who's a graduate of Cole High School in San Antonio, by the way. AC, what was it like with Kobe and Shaq on the same team? Obviously, you had two huge egos that clashed somewhat. What was it like with those guys? Did you have to separate them, or did you have to referee?
Not all the time, but there were a few heated moments and discussions for sure. You know, you always are going to learn, like in any sport or at school or, you know, co-workers, you have to learn how to remember the big picture. You know, you're not always going to have everybody on the same page, but you got to at least be on the page enough that's going to move it or advance to your goal.
Right.
And that's really what we were always trying to do as teammates and as a team, is just get people to advance, get everybody moving forward. So they weren't as bad as it was publicized. They obviously, and we obviously learned how to coexist and remember that, hey, we're here to win championships,
right,
not become best friends forever.
Right, I understand. Now, Kobe Bryant has announced, in fact, he announced, I believe it was last weekend,
yes,
that this is going to be his final season. What are your thoughts on that?
I love it. I love it. You know, I'm at practice pretty much every day when they're back home in L.A., so I'm very still close with the team. And, you know, Kobe and I have talked about it, you know, numerous times, and so I'm happy that he's made it public. So I've sort of had the, you know, I knew what was going on from an earlier outset, but I'm just happy that he's made it public. Now everybody can get on that page. You know, this is the last time around you're going to see Kobe with that jersey on, and that's going to be it. So enjoy it, take your pictures, ask your questions, do your videos, and enjoy the ride.
Now, some of the other people you have played with, I want to talk about Pat Riley.
Sure.
What kind of coach was he, really?
Awesome. Great coach, great friend. And just really enjoyed always being around him. Just really hard-nosed, very focused, very disciplined in what he wanted, how he wanted to run a team. But he's just a great, great leader.
Now, whenever he said, okay, I want to run this offensive set here, and let's say somebody didn't, would you come in for maybe a few extra laps around the court or something like that?
You know, Joey, the funny thing is we didn't have to necessarily run a few laps around the court. We ran a few laps around the building.
Oh, okay, I got you now. I understand what you're saying. All right, well, anyway, so you were happy with him. Now, what about who else have you played for? What other coaches?
Well, Phil Jackson will be the next probably noticeable coach.
Let me jump in on that.
Sure.
Is he as big a philosophical type guy? I mean, some people say that he is really out there.
He is out there, and you have to understand that about him to understand him and where he's trying to move the team to or get us to do and accomplish. And so really it took time to get to understand that, you know, the sky was not falling. And so when Coach Jackson would come to practice and say, you know, tomorrow it's going to be a bright day here in LA, meaning just get over what we're doing right now. You know, yeah, we stunk last night, but you know what? Let's get to business because we got another chance tomorrow.
Right.
And he would say metaphors and analogies and things of the nature that it just made you stop thinking, like, this is Coach Jackson that's talking to us. Okay, now we know where he's coming from. So
yeah,
it'll just get everybody realigned again.
A couple of more of your teammates that I want to hear you talk about.
Sure.
First of all, he was a Texas legend. He went on, he played in Orlando, played other places, but Shaquille O'Neal, everybody calls him Shaq, the guy with the huge shoes. What was he like to be around?
Fun. I think, you know, being around Shaq was and is still a lot of fun to this day. He's always been a great guy, just enjoyable, and it's just been the life of the moment. Okay, he'll come into a room and the decibel level just increases by 4. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just outrageously hilarious to watch him just come in because he's going to do something crazy. Just give him 30 seconds.
Also, what about Magic Magic Johnson? You call him Irvin, that's his name. Magic is what everybody called him. What was Magic Johnson like to play with?
Urban was great. I mean, he was great because he knew what he wanted to do. He knew how to motivate the guys, but he also, people don't realize he was that great leader. Okay, so it was one of those kind of things that he just enjoyed the very fact that it was fun for us to see us go forward, and he wanted to be the leader by example.
AC Green, what can I say except that I am very blessed. I feel just like a little kid, having you here on the show today. I'm about to cry. But anyway, thank you very much for coming by to see us, and thank you very much for wellness49.com.
My pleasure. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for us to take a break as the Kilgore College Rangerettes are on the field right now. We'll be right back shortly.
My entire life, I have had one goal: to be successful. And Kilgore College was the starting point for that goal: becoming a doctor and changing lives. Being the mayor, council meeting is now called to order, and making those lives around me better. I was able to reach that goal in part because of Kilgore College. And because of Kilgore College, I am successful.
Jack Smith, the man with the plan, wants to put you in the home of your dreams. Visit his website at jacksmithhomes.com or stop by his offices at Donnelly McMullen Realty. Locally owned and operated for over 20 years, trust Donnelly McMullen Realty and Jack Smith to come up with the right plan for you. Champs, Communities Helping Americans Mature, Progress, and Succeed is an organization devoted to our school children. Through concerts and assembly programs, the Champs message of anti-bullying and living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle gets out to our students from grades 4 through 12. Contact Champs at 254-394-1146 and be a part of the team.
Welcome back to Copperas Cove Bulldog Stadium. We're going to start the second half of the 15th annual Hoff Power Auto Group Champs Heart of Texas Bowl shortly, as our halftime entertainment is just now finished. We got a chance to see the world-renowned Kilgore College Rangerettes do their famed high kick routine, and we also got to see both bands. Both colleges have brought their bands with them today, and I thought that was really, really cool. And now I'm going to tell, I'm going to find out what Kirk Whitehead has found out, if anything, over the halftime period. One thing I'll say, the weather has changed. You see, the officials started out today in long sleeve shirts, and now they've got the short sleeves on.
They do, Joe, and the wind's picked up a little bit, too.
Yes, it has.
Early in the game, it wasn't enough to affect play, but, who gets the wind here in the third quarter? It'll be interesting to see what they do. I think East Central has the option. It looks like they're probably going to take the football. So,
well, they're ahead 21-7. You know, Ken Karcher, who's the head coach of East Central Community College, he's been a quarterback at Notre Dame University, you told me.
Yep.
And he's just been at this a long time. And
he also was backup quarterback at Denver for a guy named John Elway.
I seem to remember him.
Yeah. So he was a backup quarterback at Notre Dame and then played for a year with the Broncos and has had a long coaching career. Was the head coach at Liberty University at one point in time. Before coming to East Central, he was the offensive coordinator at Eastern Michigan.
So he's been around. He knows where everything is, right, where all the skeletons are buried and all that sort of stuff. Now, the thing about it is, too, with his team being up 21-7 here as we head into the third quarter, Ken Karcher said that he and his team, were thankful for the invitation to come to Texas to play in the Heart of Texas Bowl, that they were looking forward to it. He said, but they were coming over here with every intention of taking the championship trophy back home with them.
Well, they've got a good start.
Yeah.
And, their defense has really got them to where they are today. They've turned a couple of turnovers into touchdowns. And the other couple of times that they've had the ball, they haven't had any field position, so they've had to be pretty conservative. So we'll see. They should get the ball first here in the second half and see if they can drive and make something happen.
Well, as we said, the wind has kicked up quite a bit. You can see the little orange tapes on the top of the goalpost uprights that were laying limp earlier, and now they're starting to flicker out somewhat. So, and looking at the stadium flag on the north end, it has it's almost standing out straight. But so whoever does have, whenever they're moving from south to north, they're going to have a bit of an advantage. Here come the Rangers out onto the field, getting set to kick off here to open the second quarter, the second half, third quarter. Back to receive deep for the Warriors. It'll be Henry Murphy on the near side, and across the way, Toriano Howard. Duran getting set to kick it off for the Rangers.
Our third quarter is brought to you by Jack Smith Homes.
Actually, that's Jack Rogers. Apparently, he's the kickoff man, and Duran is the extra point man. The ball's already blown off the tee once, so if it does it again, he'll have to have somebody come over and hold it. Everything is all set for the second half kickoff here at Bulldog Stadium. And of course, with this wind like it is, the receivers are up around the 10-yard line. Here's the boot, comes up, wind catches it, holds it at the 22-yard line. That's where it's taken by Henry Murphy. Murphy up the sideline, but he goes out around the 40, which means that's where the East Central Warriors will take over and go 1st and 10. I say 40, more like the 44-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, they've got good field position here, Joe. Like we said, they spent most of the first half, other than the first possession, pinned back in their end of the field. This is out here where they probably feel a little bit more comfortable about opening it up a little bit.
At the 44-yard line, they're going to go 1st and 10. Near hash mark, left to right across your television screen. And the quarterback, Jesse Hoskett, sets up in the pistol formation this time, rolls back. He's going to throw it down the sideline. Wide open with the catch. Number 2, Henry Murphy. Murphy pulls it in out of the air at the 13-yard line.
Joe, and I think you can call that opening it up a little bit, can't you?
Just a tad. Yes, sir. Just a tad.
Great throw by Hoskett. Murphy had his guy beat, and he laid it out there where he could run under the football. Very nice throw and catch. Sets him up here down deep in Kilgore territory.
Hoskett will give it off this time to Tredarian Gamble, and Gamble is met after about 3 yards.
Hoskett gets good protection here, Joe, and throws a very nice football down. You can't throw it any better than that.
No, perfect. Okay, back to play we go, and there's going to be flags here. It looked like
false start.
Yeah, false start on the right side of the East Central line. So we'll move the football back 5 yards and re-snap it. Now the ball's at the 14-yard line, which is going to bring up now 2nd down and 12. Now the Warriors can get a 1st down without scoring. That's not going to be a problem if they get down there. They can do that. Now the quarterback, Hoskett, came over and spoke to the referee. I don't know what's going on there. Pistol set, twin receivers right, one guy left for East Central. Snap. Gamble gets the call. Gamble stumbles. The turf monster, as I call it, as Russ calls it, my partner on football radio, the turf monster might have got him there.
Also, number 43, Nigel Williams, was in there as a linebacker that time, made a very nice play.
So now it's 3rd down and 12 for the Warriors. Hoskett looks it over, and he's back to throw if he can find somebody open. Fade pattern in the end zone. It's completed. Was he inbounds? Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Warrior touchdown.
I think that was Devin McIntosh out there, Joe. That was a great throw by Hoskett. Threw it outside where his guy was the only guy that could catch it, and he made a great adjustment. McIntosh made a great adjustment for the football.
So it's 27-7 with Trapper Point to come, and Aaron Garrett will do the honors. Ball being held by Austin Balthazar, who went off a little gimpy in the first half, but he's back. And the snap and the kick. And it is good. So it's 28-7. Let's go back and look at that catch that was in there in the corner of the end zone.
Hoskett puts it absolutely in a perfect place, but look at the adjustment that McIntosh makes to the football here. Good catch, gets his feet down, and just a phenomenal throwing catch right there. Of course, worst thing that could happen for Kilgore and the best thing could happen for East Central is drive down and, you know, wrestle that momentum back that they had lost a little bit of at the end of the first half.
One thing about McIntosh, did you notice he's getting ready for pro football?
He got 3 down instead of 2.
I knew he
only
had
got
2
to have
down.
1. He got 3.
So you're trying to say this guy's got 3 feet? That's why he runs so fast?
Right.
Okay. 13:33 left to play in the third quarter, and it's 28-7. East Central Community College of Decatur, Mississippi, over Kilgore College from deep East Texas, 28-7. All right, the champions of the Southwest Junior College Football Conference, 20th ranked Kilgore, will send Will Smith back to receive this kickoff from Aaron Garrett of the 15th ranked East Central Community College Warriors from the Mississippi Community and Junior College Conference. That's right. Here's the boot, but again, it's going to go out of bounds. Garrett is trying to keep it away, I guess, from Smith back there, because that's twice now that he's put it out of bounds right about the 10-yard line, and it's cost him the extra yardage.
That's a mistake you don't want to make when you got a big wind behind you and you're kicking off. You want to try to kick that thing into the end zone, and they try to they kick down to that corner every time, and he just hooked that one a little bit.
So we've got a 28-7 ball game, and the Warriors from East Central Community College have just about got their defense all set.
Got some of our friends from Fort Hood flying over checking on us, Joe.
Yeah, they're over here making sure we're behaving. That is what you call a C-5 Galaxy. The biggest airplane in the business. Well, I take it back. The Russians have a transport a little bit larger than that, but not much. But you can sure hear those jets shake the seats out here. Handoff goes on this one to Martinez Syria. Syria got plus yardage for the Kilgore Rangers, being chased out of bounds over here on this side by Isaiah Thomas.
I tell you, Joe, Syria is an impressive back.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he most of this is on his own here. You see he gets a good block there. They get a good block on the defensive end. Guy comes up, cuts his feet out. He regains his balance. He's averaging right at 9 yards a carry in this game. He's an impressive back, and probably has got a future at a four-year college when he's done it at Kilgore.
Well, they'll try it again, and Syria's up to just short of midfield. That'll be plenty for a first down, though. 47-yard line's the spot, and they'll move the chains and give another set of downs to the Kilgore College Rangers. You always hate to say that they're in a must-score situation right now, but the way things are looking.
Well, when you're down 28-7 in the third quarter, every possession is must-score from here on out for them, Joe.
Syria lines up a step to the right and behind of Balfing, the quarterback. Gets the call. There goes Martinez. Syria to the right. Spins out of one tackle. Can't spin out of the second one. Did a great job, though.
Good block there by Matthew Bell.
5 yard.
Yeah. 5-yard run, and like I say, he's a hard guy to bring down. They get a couple of good shots at him here, and they finally get him on the ground, but he's a tough runner.
Getting the play called in from the sideline. Coming up tonight, folks, actually later this afternoon at 6 o'clock, we'll play the second game of our Heart of Texas Bowl doubleheader. It'll be a NCAA Division II game. Eastern New Mexico and Arkansas Tech. Syria gets the call on second down, and moves it to the right.
It'll be about a yard short there, Joe, so it's going to bring up a third and short.
And have we got somebody down over there?
I think that's Syria.
Yep, sure is. And here come the trainers from Kilgore. Johnny on the spot to check on their ball carrier. That game tonight between the NCAA Division II teams is also going to be another really good one. The thing about that one, Kirk, we're going to get to see something we don't get to see very often. You know, in today's style of offense, you know, where it's the NASCAR thing, basically, you go zoop, 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 zoop every which way. The Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds, who will be the hosting team tonight, run a triple option.
They do.
Okay, let's see what happened to Syria right here.
Going to show us a replay
yeah,
here.
I think we're going to see it. Yeah, here it comes. There he goes in through that mess of big.
Hard to tell. Though.
What did he land on?
It looks to me like, Joe, they're looking at his lower leg there. I don't know if he twisted an ankle up or a knee or something, but.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break right now while the trainers are attending to Marty Syria over here at the 45-yard line. We'll be back with more of the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl in just a second right here, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Pat Waters, a Texas and national recording artist. One of the biggest problems facing our students across the United States is just plain wrong, and that problem is bullying. Whether it be physical or otherwise, bullying hurts. If you see someone being bullied, don't stand on the sideline, report it immediately to a teacher, a counselor, or a school administrator. And remember, your silence empowers the bullies. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. School is a place to learn, not to be in fear.
Because of Kilgore College, I have choices.
Choose from more than 130 degree and certificate programs. Get ready to work or earn credits toward a 4-year degree with our core curriculum transfer guarantee.
Because of Kilgore College, I discovered a career.
Kilgore College offers a variety of programs to train you for a new and exciting career. Nursing, fire protection, business, and more. And Kilgore is less than half the cost of state 4-year schools.
Because of Kilgore College, I have a future.
Register now for classes at kilgore.edu.
Champs, Communities Helping Americans Mature, Progress, and Succeed is an organization devoted to our school children. Through concerts and assembly programs, the Champs message of anti-bullying and living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle gets out to our students from grades 4 through 12. Contact Champs at 254-394-1146 and be a part of the team.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium as we are still in an official timeout. Martinez Syria is being attended to on the field right now. Something happened to him on that last play when he was carrying the ball, Kirk.
Yeah, it looked like looks like they're Joe, it's hard to tell. Looks like they're looking at his right leg and bringing a Polaris Ranger out here maybe to take him off. We hope it's not too serious. Hope this is for precautionary measures.
Yeah. That's one guy they cannot afford to lose. No, offensively anyway.
Exactly.
It looks like they've brought, as you said, they've brought out the four-wheeler, and they'll get him aboard there and get him looked at off the field. I don't really know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, but Joe, you were talking about that triple option at Eastern New Mexico that we're going to see tonight. If you think about Georgia Tech or you think about Navy and you've seen them play, things that Eastern New Mexico does very similar to that. I think one of the keys to that game tonight will be how well Arkansas Tech defends the option. It's not something that they see, and it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah,
they've got a running back that averages over 7 yards a carry, so they like to lull you to sleep and kick it out to him on the outside and let him take it to the house. So that should be a very competitive ball game, and it'd be a fun one to watch.
I agree with you 100%. This is not fun to watch.
No, it's not.
This is not fun to watch when you have one of the best ball players on a team get injured, or we're at the point where we're putting the field glasses on it, but there's a big circle of people around Marty Syria who's laying on the ground. The athletic trainers from Kilgore College are right there, right on the spot. Head coach J.J. Eckert's out there, of course, to look at his kid. I tell you what, let's do, Kirk. Let's take another timeout here and see what happens when we come back. We'll be back with more at Bulldog Stadium after this.
Howdy, folks. I'm Lee Hoffbauer at Hoffbauer Chevy Buick and Cadillac right here in Lampasas, Texas. Well, we've got the best selection of brand new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Folks, Hoffbauer's has great pricing and GM has huge incentives. So come see us today or check us out on the web at hautogroup.com. That's H is in Hoffbauer.
There's Martinez Syria being carried off the field on the Hoffbauer four-wheeler. This is such a sad deal because Kirk, he was their offense so far today.
He really has been, Joe, averaging on right around 9 yards a carry, and you hate to see that. Looks like he probably got landed on or twisted up in that pile, and looks like he's got an injury to his lower right leg.
Well, this was going to be his last game in junior college anyway. He's a sophomore from Aldine, just north of Houston. Back to play we go. And the handoff goes to another running back that just came into the game, and he just got whammed on, too, by a couple of people. Number 16 is the ball carrier, Rashad Williams, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, and he gets the first down. Good play here, and once again, Kilgore's on the move.
In the backfield, Damian Collins now. He'll line up to the right of the quarterback, Josh Balfing. Here comes a man in motion. It's the jet sweep once again. They're going to try it to the right side with Garrett Barton. And Barton turns upfield, and I think he might have got 3. Knocked out way over there. Now, don't tell me we got somebody else hurt.
No, he's going to get up. Got about 5 on that play. Zachary Graves gets back there and really makes a good play to push him out, but they did a good job blocking on the perimeter, and good first down play gets him about 5 yards.
Jalen Lofton on that last tackle. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Rangers of Kilgore at the 33-yard line. And again, a long time getting the play call in. Josh Balfing is going to work the backfield with Damian Collins. The tight end, Jared Wood, will line up to the right side on this one. 2 receivers left. Snap back. Left-handed chunk out on the left flat. It's completed over here. And going out of bounds pretty quick is Garrett Barton after he works it upfield. Plenty of room for a first down by about 5, looks like.
Really nice block there, Joe, by Alex Latham here. You see the little pass come out to Barton, and great block by Latham, frees him up for a nice gain down to about the 22.
Of course, with 7 points in the books and 28 on the other side of the scoreboard, the Rangers know what they've got to do. Still a long play call coming in from Coach Eckert and his crew on the far sideline. And the handoff will go to the tailback, and oh man, a great big hole up the middle that time for Damian Collins, but it closed just as quick as he got through it. He got about what? About 9 on it.
Got about 9. Really good blocking up front from the Kilgore offensive line.
And they're a bunch of large lads, too.
They are. They may be the ones that ate all the barbecue last night, Joe.
All right. Latham is going to split out to the right side. We mentioned him a lot. He's 6'6". Probably the tallest kid on the team. Wide receiver. And a man in motion. Jet sweep once again. They're going to try it this time with Jalen Fales. And Fales does not get much out of it. He's at the 12-13-yard line.
Isaiah Thomas does a good job of coming up there and forcing the action on that, turning him back inside, and he got some help from the interior defensive lineman there to bring him down.
3rd down and 2 coming up. 8:55 to play in the third quarter. 28-7 East Central over Kilgore. Trip receivers coming left this time for Josh Balfing, the quarterback.
Big play here, Joe. They don't need field goals. They need touchdowns. So
Damian Collins back there with him, sophomore from Livingston. He gets the call. He fights and churns his way forward inside the 10-yard line for a first down.
Right behind the right side of that offensive line, Ashmead Ahmad, 6'2", 295, and Matthew Bell, 6'3", 350. When they want a few yards, that's where they go every time.
Yeah, Jawan Keys on the last tackle, by the way.
You can see good blocking right there at the point of attack.
First and goal now, gang, just inside the 10-yard line. Looks like the play is in now for Kilgore. Josh Balfing looks over the defense. Four-man front. Snap. No. Hold everything. Probably
Delay
5 yards here. Oh, it's delay of game.
Delay of game.
Wasn't a movement call. Just took too long. All right. Set it back 5 yards to the 14.5. That makes it first down and goal again.
Right.
First and goal, 14-yard line in East Central territory for the Kilgore Rangers. Snaps back. And it's going to be a keeper from Balfing. No, he throws it out on the left flat. It's completed over here to Garrett Barton. And he is pushed out of bounds real quick by Michael Daniels.
Joe, we've got a penalty on the other side of the field.
Sure do.
Not sure what it'll be.
It's
thrown really late. This is another play here where it's a read option. He's got an option to throw and he makes him think he's going to run it there and then throws it right at the last minute. Could have had a lineman downfield.
That's what we had.
Yep. That play took a little too long to develop. Lineman got a little too far upfield.
Well, he must have been. I was going to say if he was behind the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
He was upfield about 3 or 4 yards by the time the pass was thrown.
Yeah. So now it's going to be, they're moving backwards now, Kirk. First down and goal at the 18.
Yeah, tough place to score.
Yeah.
Here from the 18 when you're backed up like that.
Back to pass goes Balfing. Nobody's open, so he's got to take off, and he is sacked. Put the paper bag up there because there it is. And he is going to lose another yard, Kirk. He's back at the 20.
Exactly. They're going the wrong direction.
Second down and goal at the 20-yard line for the Rangers. East Central defense certainly came to play here in the third quarter. Not like they haven't been playing all day, but they are really rocking right now.
Good play there by Charles Bradford. I noticed a couple plays ago they had rotated their interior lineman. He came in and was fresh and made a good play.
Rashad Williams is in the game now, but here's a fake of the jet sweep into the end zone. Complete. It's a Ranger touchdown to number 81, Jared Wood.
That's what they needed.
That's really what they needed.
Yeah. And very nice throw and catch there.
So that's taken care of. That adds 6. Are they going for 2?
No, they're going to line up in that swinging gate formation.
Okay, Garrett Barton back there looking, and he calls his team back into the regular kicking formation. Troy Duran getting set to work the extra point. He's been perfect so far today. This will be a second try anyway. Snap, kick, it's up, and it is good. So we got 6:34 to play here in the 6:34. Let's get out of here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back at the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl.
Jack Smith, the man with the plan, wants to put you in the home of your dreams. Visit his website at jacksmithhomes.com or stop by his offices at Donnelly McMullen Realty. Locally owned and operated for over 20 years, trust Donnelly McMullen Realty and Jack Smith to come up with the right plan for you. Champs, Communities Helping Americans Mature, Progress, and Succeed is an organization devoted to our school children. Through concerts and assembly programs, the Champs message of anti-bullying and living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle gets out to our students from grades 4 through 12. Contact Champs at 254.
Troy Duran getting set to kick off now for the Rangers. He'll be going deep to Henry Murphy on the far side for East Central, and the receiver on the near side is Toriano Howard. But a 28-14 score, and still 6.5 left to play in the third. And like Kirk's been saying all day, it's still early in the ball game.
Yep.
Oop, ball's down. Fell off the tee. So Duran, Jack Rogers. Should have remembered him from last time. Rogers is the kickoff man, while Duran is the PAT man. So 6:34 to play here in the third quarter. And the ball is down again before he can get it kicked, so somebody will have to hold it. And that job is fixing to go to Frederian Tompkins, 6'4" freshman, 255 pounds from Hempstead.
I bet he can hold it.
Yeah, he'll sit on it.
Big guy like that, he can hold it.
Let's watch the kick through the glasses, see how it looks. Pretty clean. On the near side, ball's taken by Howard. Toriano Howard gets it out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
That wind is first time he kicked in, it went to the 22, that time about the 25, and they're going to have great field position again, Joe.
Right. Well, now they're marking the ball at midfield. Or are they? No, they're not. Trying to figure it out. Where is it going to be? At 47. So here we go. Left to right across your radio dial. The Warriors from East Central Community College. 1st and 10. Jesse Hoskett, the quarterback, might be content to try to run the football for a while here to see how far downfield they can get it. He hands it off that time to Mikel Daniels, who picks up about 4, looks like.
Yeah, they've got a new running back in there.
Yeah, Daniels. Actually, that's a 5-yard gain. Number 21, Mikel Daniels, is the running back now. Jesse Hoskett has gone all the way at quarterback for East Central. He hands it off again to Daniels. And Daniels is back to the line of scrimmage, and that's just about, no, he might have got a yard out of that. Might have.
Good play there by the interior of the Kilgore line, stood them up. They tried to run a little trap action there and made a good play.
I think Gamble's back in the game now.
Yep.
Tredarian Gamble is the new running back for East Central. Back to pass goes Jesse Hoskett. Hoskett with a blue dart over here to the 38-yard line and pulled in right out of the air by Noah Hicks. Man, did you see the frozen rope he threw that thing on?
I'll tell you, he's impressive, Joe. He is very accurate with the football. I mean, you can see why he's only thrown 1 interception the entire season. If you look here, good protection from his offensive line, good route, and it is right on the money.
So 1st and 10 for East Central at the Kilgore 38-yard line. Hoskett again in the pistol, and no, it's a fake. Good one too. He's airing this one out downtown. He goes into the end zone. It's a caught pass. It's a touchdown to Kabian Ento.
I tell you, they had good coverage that time, Joe. They ran a little double move with Into, and Hoskett threw a good pass down there, and Into went up between them and made a great catch for a touchdown.
Well, that was great. We'll see that again here in a minute. Check it out. Right now, we got an extra point attempt by Aaron Garrett to make it 35-14. And the holder, of course, is Austin Balthazar. He's been doing that all day. Garrett waiting to snap. Here's the snap. Here's the hold. Here's the kick, and it is good. 35-14. Eastern. East Central. East Central is the winner. Correction, is the leader right now over Kilgore, 35-14. Break time. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Charles Tillman of the Chicago Bears. One of the biggest problems we're facing today is students being bullied, and it's just plain wrong. If you see someone being bullied, don't stand on the sideline. Report it right then and there. Go tell a teacher or a school administrator. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. No one should be afraid to go to school. It's a place to learn.
This message brought to you by America's Drug-Free Productions.
Family owned and operated for over 25 years, Hanks Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Copperas Cove. Hanks has ASE certified master technicians to make sure you're safe on the road. And that's not all. Hanks services brakes, belts, AC, and much more. Hanks Tire Pros nationwide warranty is honored at over 30,000 locations, so you're covered no matter where you go. And don't forget, we offer free roadside assistance for all customers. Hanks Tire Pros, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium in Copperas Cove, where it's 35-14 in the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, brought to you by Hop Power Auto Group. And the 35 is on the side of the East Central Warriors from Mississippi. There's a long boot. Will Smith bobbles it at the goal line. 10, 15-yard line. He's coming out, and he's going to be stopped at about the 17, maybe the 18-yard line.
Really good coverage that time by the East Central kicking team. Got a really good kick.
All right,
we're going to go back here and take a look at the touchdown. Hoskett drops back, good protection again, puts a ball down there that only his guy can catch, and then Into goes up and just makes a phenomenal catch.
Yes, he does.
Both of those guys are going to play at a four-year school, Joe. Great football players, and they have made some great connections here today, just like that one right there.
Some of these kids also might be playing on Sunday sometime.
Maybe so. You know, I think it's a Champs Bowl. We've had 4 players come through here that have won Super Bowls. Players like Jason Pierre-Paul played in the Champs Bowl. Terrence Cody, Mount Cody, that played at Alabama, is playing in the league now. So there's been a lot of really good football played here, and a lot of really good football players come through the Champs Bowl.
Absolutely. Now they're going to re-kick this thing. No, they're not. It's not a re-kick. This is a kick-off. Okay, gotcha.
No, they're re-kicking it.
Yeah. And here comes Aaron Garrett on the football. This time it's going to land in the middle of the field. Who wants it? It's picked up by Kyle McBride of Kilgore. McBride down at the 27, 26 maybe.
Yeah, I think that East Central was offsides on the prior kickoff, Joe, and it cost them about 10 yards. They had them backed up at about the 15, so one of those mistakes you don't need to make.
That's right. Trying to play as clean as game as you can. Now the officials are marking the pig hide at the 26-yard line.
Kilgore has got to make everything count for them right now. And they're getting to the point down 35-14 with 4 minutes left in the third that they're going to have some help from East Central to get back into the football game. And as we've talked about all day, East Central doesn't give you much help.
No.
They're not a team that beats themselves. So
double wideouts coming to the left this time for Kilgore. Garrett Barton and Jalen Fales. Snap out of the pistol. Boffing finds a man wide open on the left side. It's caught over here by Garrett Barton as he had just come down, done that wheel route up the side of the field, and it's going to be a first down for the Kilgore Rangers.
Good route, good throw and catch right there, Joe. Like
Yes,
you say, he ran the wheel route, and Boffing put it right on the money. If we look here at the replay. Really good throw in between the corner and the safety.
Mm-hmm. He found the opening, did the receiver, Barton. Boffing now with the snap, and it's a fake, and they'll try it on that same situation to the other side, and the same guy made the catch, Garrett Barton.
Another good block out there on the perimeter by Latham. And as I looked at it, I'm not sure if he was he gets knocked backwards, but if we see the replay here, you'll see Latham go out and make contact. He does a really good job. May got away with a little bit of a hold right there, but he sprung Barton for a good gain.
Kurt, you're not trying to say people hold on purpose?
I think sometimes they might.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be another 1st and 10 coming up. I got a kick out of one of the Mississippi fans over here. She jumped up saying, "Come on, defense, what are y'all doing?" Well, here's Boffing. What's he going to do? That's another completion to the 25-yard line. First down coming up on the catch that time. Jalen Fales of the Kilgore Rangers.
They ran everybody off and brought him across the middle. Really good route and a good throw by Boffing. I tell you what, Joe, for a young man that had only thrown 48 passes in his college career until today, he's played well.
Yes, he has. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 24. Kilgore on the march. Little chunk out to the right again. And still on his feet going for more is number 19. I believe that's Cameron Fisher. I may have got the number messed up, but got something going on now, an official timeout.
Got a guy that's having slow getting up over there. I tell you one thing, Joe, that Kilgore does on those hitch passes, they do a really good job of blocking at the point of attack, plus their linemen do a good job of getting out there and blocking down the field.
Big old Garrett Bowery, 6'2", 290 from Gladewater, is going to go off, and you hope all that he's got's a crown. You hope that's all there is to it. One thing about these players, they know they have to stay hydrated, Kurt, no matter what the temperature is. Right. You've got to keep that liquid in you. Okay, over to the sideline. Boffing has been over to visit with his coach, J.J. Eckert. Now here they come. And it's a timeout called by the Rangers. Okay. Well, we'll take a break with these teams. We'll step aside for just a second with 2:32 left to play in the third. You're watching the Champs Are the Texas Bowl today.
Howdy, folks. I'm Lee Hoffbauer at Hoffbauer Chevy Buick and Cadillac right here in Lampasas, Texas. Well, we've got the best selection of brand new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Folks, Hoffbauer's has great pricing and GM has huge incentives. So come see us today or check us out on the web at hautogroup.com. That's H is in Hoffbauer, autogroup.com. Better yet, just come see us. Hoffbauer's in Lampasas for 51 years now, and we couldn't have stuck around this long. We were steering you wrong.
Tell me that doesn't look like fun, Kirk.
It does.
I mean, somebody's got them a smoker going out there in the parking lot.
We're going to have a little time between games. That may be where we have to end up down there, Joe.
We may have to go check on those people, make sure they're, obeying all city ordinances.
Yeah, we don't want them breaking any codes.
No. Here's Josh Boffing again, driving his team toward the goal line if he can. He's got the ball in his hand coming left. He's got a completion out here on the left flat to Rashad Williams, and Rashad is knocked down by Torrin Davis of East Central, but not until he gets it up to about the 8?
He's about the 9-yard line, I think. Really good open field tackle. Davis is kind of out here by himself. Once again, a little bit different variation of that read play that they've run. And nice open field tackle by Davis to stop him there.
So Davis was on an island.
He was on it.
Once again, the pistol set, and it's going to be another keeper. No, it's going to be a run. It's going to be a catch. It's going to be a touchdown for the Kilgore College Rangers. Jared Wood, the tight end, 6'3", 205 freshman from Kilgore, hometown boy over there.
Really good play design that time, Joe, by J.J. Eckert and his coaching staff. They run a little play action in bit, kind of a late release by Wood into the corner end zone. He's wide open.
All right. Just about time to kick the extra point here, folks. Troy Duran will set them up as they break out of the punt formation. I mean, out of the swinging gate into punt formation. Troy Duran, 6'2", 170, freshman from Longview. Snap, kick, and it's good. So that makes it 35-21, and this game is really starting to get interesting, Kirk.
Here we look at a little play action. You can see the end kind of bite there. Late release by Wood. Nice play design for a score. You know, Joe, we've talked about it all day. We're 35-21 here with a minute left in the third. Those two scoop and scores the difference in the ball game.
Yes, they are.
And you know, but it's not over with yet. We've got a 14-point game. If they get a stop and a score, they're right back in the middle of it. They, you know, we've talked about how opportunistic Kilgore's defense has been all year. They haven't gotten a turnover yet. They get a turnover and they score. I mean, we've still got a good ball game here.
Oh, no doubt about that. And we're fixing to see some more of it. We're about to watch the East Central Warrior offense get to work for us. Going back to receive, it'll be Toriano Howard on the far side, and on the near side, Torrin Davis. As Jack Rogers is teeing it up close to the near hash mark. Wait a minute, they may have made a change on us. They may have stuck Duran. Yep, they did. They've sent Duran out to kick off this time. So Troy Duran, he's the kickoff man on this one for the Kilgore College Rangers. Here he comes. There's the boot. It's high, but again, that wind is going to catch it. That thing's going to bounce around. They better do something with it.
Well, we've got a whistle down here. I'm not sure what happened. I don't see any flags anywhere.
No?
I think maybe they had a problem with the play clock or the game clock.
Well, I was watching the ball just kind of lay there on the ground. I said, that's a free ball.
Yeah.
So Duran's going to try it again. Same place, though, from the 30-yard line. Here he comes. Now he's going to move to the far hash
change
mark.
Sides.
Yeah. I guess he'd rather have Toriano Howard. Here's the kick. And it's going to be a line drive. Caught on the fly by one of the up men. 86 is the guy that brought the ball in, Lucas Morgan.
Yeah.
Lucas is a big kid from Branch, Mississippi. And he caught it on the fly as a line drive, just like playing shortstop, man.
Right, kicked it right. He tried to squib it down the middle, but he kicked it right to him. He made a really good catch. And once again, East Central is going to start at the 45-yard line. Their average field position, Joe, has been the 47-yard line in the second half. That ain't bad.
No.
They don't have very far to go to score. And I don't think that's exactly what Kilgore had in mind when they decided to squib it down the middle.
All righty, let's see what Jesse Hoskett has under his sleeve. He's going to hand it off this time to Gamble, Tredarian Gamble, across the 45 to the 47. 2-yard pickup.
Number 27 on the stop, Desmond.
Yeah, East Central's gone to a 2 tight end set, Joe, and I think that from here to the end of the ball game, we're going to see them pound it with Gamble and, as they say, pound the rock and run the clock.
What looks almost like a double wing this time. Got a wing back left, tight end right, and the handoff to Gamble. Gamble's in the clear. 30, 25, 20, 15. And they're going to get him out of bounds around the 6 or 7 yard line. Maybe the 8, because the head linesman on this side has got the ball marked at the 8 yard line. Wow. Gamble, you know, for a team that was just going to try to kill some time, bang, they're right on the doorstep again.
Yeah, good blocking at the point of attack. Kilgore knew they were going to run it. They put a bunch of people up on the line of scrimmage, kind of brought a little blitz off that side. They kick them out, and once you get through when you put everybody up front, Joe, once you get through there's nobody left back there.
Here's Hoskett once again. Hoskett with Gamble right behind him. Gamble gets the call. Gamble gets pounded by DeAndre Toller as he cuts through the hole. So Toller got him that time. Got about a yard out of it, down to the 7, give or take.
Second and goal for the Warriors.
Okay. Gamble again standing right behind the quarterback. I don't know if Hoskett's going to snap the ball again or not. He's not. He's just going to go right there. He's going to stop it. That's the end of 3. Fourth quarter coming up, folks. It is now 35-21. However, by virtue of this play right here and several more similar to it, these Warriors from East Central Community College have built a 35-21 lead. And there's a defensive gem right there, a sack on the quarterback. So we will take a break, and we'll be back for the 4th and final quarter of the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, brought to you by our good friends at Hoff Power Auto Group. That's coming up next right here. Don't go away.
Family owned and operated for over 25 years, Hanks Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Copperas Cove. Hanks has ASE certified master technicians to make sure you're safe on the road. And that's not all. Hanks services brakes, belts, AC, and much more. Hanks Tire Pros nationwide warranty is honored at over 30,000 locations, so you're covered no matter where you go. And don't forget, we offer free roadside assistance for all customers. Hanks Tire Pros, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Jack Smith, the man with the plan, wants to put you in the home of your dreams. Visit his website at jacksmithhomes.com or stop by his offices at Donnelly McMullen Realty. Locally owned and operated for over 20 years, trust Donnelly McMullen Realty and Jack Smith to come up with the right plan for you.
Hoff Power Ford wants to thank you for making this past year an amazing one by extending extra savings to you this holiday season. Stop by the store today at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas, Texas, and see our vast selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs specially priced for our year-end sales event. If you can't stop by, visit us online at hford.com to make sure you don't miss these deals. Once again, thank you from our family here at Hoff Power Ford, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Get ready for the 4th quarter. We're about to start it here and now, because the East Central Community College Warriors are trying to pad their lead, which is already 35-21. Hoskett, Jesse Hoskett is the quarterback. It is incomplete as he tries to fade one on the out pattern to the end zone. He was trying to hit Devin McIntosh, but the official right on the spot right there said no. The ball touched the ground first.
I think it came down and touched the ground. He had it in his hands. But I'm going to tell you, Joe, we'll take a look at this. What a pass right here. I mean, there's nobody going to catch that but his guy. I thought he had it. Ball comes down and hits the ground. I think he had it under control. But I mean, that's just, you can't throw a football any better than that right there. I'm very, very impressed with Hoskett.
He's got Tredarian Gamble still in the backfield with him as they're looking at 3rd down and goal now from the 7. And again, Hoskett fades back to pass. And the fade pattern is out of bounds, and actually it's incomplete over in the corner of the end zone. And he was trying to go that time again to McIntosh. So now we're going to see our first field goal attempt of the day, it looks like. It's going to be by Aaron Garrett. It's going to be into the wind from 27 yards out. And let's see, what is the wind doing?
It's kind of late. It's blowing a little bit. It's not bad. Garrett is 16 out of 14 on the year, Joe, with a long of 59.
Okay.
So he can kick it on out there, but.
Did you say a long of 59?
59.
Gracious. That's a boot. Okay, what's
I don't know.
What was going on there? The Kilgore people were right up against the huddle of the East Central people. I don't understand that at all. Now they're starting the clock now.
Yeah.
14:45 left to play. And again, this is going to be a 25. It's only a 25-yard attempt. 25-yard attempt now for Aaron Garrett. Angle right from the hash mark. Blocked! Ball's on the ground, picked up by Kilgore at the 10-yard line. Flag down, flag coming in from way outside.
Flag's going to be, I think, after the play, Joe. That's what Kilgore needed. They needed a big play, and they got one right there. I'm not sure what the penalty is, but
I'm watching the officials to see what they're going to do here. They're huddled up. There's five of the 8 officials. 6 of the 8 officials are all in one place over there deciding what to do. And they're still doing that. Ball is marked at the 10. Apparently, the Kilgore Ranger that blocked that recovered the kick or kicked it out of bounds or whatever he did to maintain possession, got it out at the 10-yard line. Still waiting to see what's going to happen here. Here's the official. Let's see what he's got to say if we can read him. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, unsportsmanlike conduct against.
Here we go. See what happened.
Yeah. Who got the ball? That kid coming across there.
Yeah, came from the outside.
Is that 8 or 9?
I think that's Gerald Sykes, the guy we talked about early in the game. He is a player and a playmaker, and a phenomenal effort right there to block that kick. Kilgore's got a long way to go. 1st and 10 from the 5.
We had an unsportsmanlike conduct call right after that blocked field goal attempt. But now back at the 5-yard line are the Rangers. 95 yards away. They'll run it on 1st down. And getting about 5 yards out of the situations, Damian Collins, as he breaks it to the 10-yard line, maybe a few inches over.
Critical drive for both teams, Joe. East Central needs to stop them, but Kilgore needs to take it down and score.
Man, yeah, because it is 35-21, still a 14-point ball game with East Central on top. Well, the East Central fans are fired up right in front of us. Handoff again. Comes to the running back. Coming out of here, hopping, skipping, jumping is Damian Collins.
Good tough run there by Collins.
Austin Balthazar had a hand in the tackle, I know that. At the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for Kilgore. Gonna line up 4 men across. As Josh Balfing gets the play wig-wagged in from the sideline. Twin receivers left, play action. Balfing, who's a lefty, goes down the field with the wind behind him, but I think he was trying to hit Garrett Barton about 10 yards upfield.
I think that Barton shut his route down, and he just kind of threw it up out of bounds to get rid of it. They did a real good job in coverage. There wasn't anybody open. East Central did a really good job of covering the guys up.
So 13-17 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Kilgore finds itself down by 14. It's 35-21. Seems like Kilgore would try to snap the ball a little faster. I don't know. Trying to get outside is Damian Collins, and he can't do much with it. In fact, he's going to be lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job of stringing it out there. Joe, just really nowhere for him to go.
Okay, a 2-yard gain makes it 3rd and 8. So a 3rd and long call coming up now for J.J. Eckert and his offensive coaches across the way. Josh Boffing, the quarterback, gets the snap, knows he has to have at least 8. Can't find anybody over there, so he's going to get it upfield. It's picked at the 45-yard line. Another turnover. With the football is Isaiah Thomas. Thomas goes down the far side, is stopped at the 25-26-yard line. So another turnover, Kirk. This one didn't immediately result in points, but it could before it's all said and done.
I tell you, it's a tough one at this point in the ball game. He's open early, waits a little too long to throw it, and Thomas does a good job of stepping in front. I'm not so sure if Boffing had kept running. I think he got the first down.
Yeah. So set the ball down now at the 27-yard line. 27-yard line in Kilgore's end. And here come the East Central Warriors out of their sideline huddle, and they're getting set up now over the football. They're in the pistol formation, but now the officials come running in. We may have, it's a timeout called by the Rangers. So Kirk, 12:25 left to play here. What do you think about the way that Kilgore, when they're on offense, they seem to take an awful lot of time getting the play in? You think they would be snapping the ball a little quicker?
Yeah, I think so, but I think they're just trying to get the right play in and match up personnel and but this is East Central puts it in here. It's going to put it where you're in a tough position. You're going to have a lot of help to get back in the ball game.
Yeah. Here comes the Kilgore defense out and set the line up. Let's see who's going to be in there. Okay, no change as far as the East Central skill people are concerned. It'll still be Jesse Hoskett and Tredarian Gamble. And Hoskett back to pass. Down the side into the end zone. Up and over everybody's head. No. Not going to work. Intended down there that time. 4. Let me find him. Kalen Meggs.
Good coverage there by outside linebacker DeAndre Toller. Hoskett didn't really have anywhere to go with the ball and threw it down there and kind of threw it away.
A little bit high for anybody to get to. So now it's 2nd down and 10. Interesting to see the final stats when they come out from the computer over there after a while.
Yeah, Kilgore's got a lot more yards. East Central hadn't had to go very far with the football when they've gotten it.
Hoskett steps in, hands it off. Oh, one more time to Gamble, but Gamble breaks a gain tackle at the right side, then comes back and runs into another one. Tredarian Gamble started right, then came back left and paid the price whenever he ran up there against Fredarian Tompkins. Big kid from Hempstead.
Quentin Osborne made that play. He penetrated and forced him back, and then his buddies were there to wrap him up.
3rd and a bunch. 3rd and about 19, if I got it figured right. Once again, they're going to set up I believe they're going to set up in the pistol. That's what it looks like. Yep, sure will. Quarterback Hoskett standing right in front of Gamble, the running back. Now Hoskett chased out of the pocket, lays one up with a prayer and a kiss, and it goes out of bounds onto the track.
Yeah, he's just throwing it away to.
Yep. 4th and 18. What do you do here?
Well, they're going to punt and try to pin them. That's Kilgore got what they needed right there. They got to stop right after the turnover. You may see them try to block the punt here. They need a big play to kind of get them rolling.
Aaron Garrett stands at the 50-yard line. And there's the snap. No pressure to speak of. And an end-over-ender. And they're going to try to get this thing stopped at the 1-yard line, and they do.
I'm not so sure they don't have it at the 1-inch line, Joe. Well, I mean, that thing is, that's as close as you can get without being in the end zone.
Okay, I'm watching. Okay, we're trying to get it. We're getting a good look at the officials right here, thanks to our teleprompter people upstairs. Yeah, that's
6-inch
right.
line.
Yeah, 6-inch line, half-inch, half-yard line, whatever. It's way back yonder.
Yes, sir. You know, the good play on special teams is a sign of a very well-coached football team, and I'm impressed with Coach Karcher and his staff. I mean, they don't make mistakes. They are well-coached in the special teams. They put themselves in good positions to win the football game.
Well, they've got a pretty good margin right now with only a little over 11 minutes left, 35-21 lead. Josh Boffing has gone all the way at quarterback, hands it off, and there's a gigantic scrum at the 2-yard line. Now everybody's trying to break loose out of there, and they will.
Yeah, Kilgore's just trying to get it out of there where they can, you know, do something with it, and they did a pretty good job of stuffing them.
Yeah, Damian Collins was the ball carrier. He was hit by Torrin Davis. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 at about the 2-yard line. Maybe the 3. And they've been in the shotgun all day. Here's the running back trying to come to the right. Collins again, and Collins is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No, now the officials are going to mark him ahead at the 5. So Davis on the stop again. Third and 5 at the 5. Well, you can hear that. Mississippi fans are yelling for their defense to come to the table. And it's going to be another running play, and he's going to be about 2, maybe 3 yards short of the first down. Is Damian Collins.
Yeah, and they're going to have to bring the punt team out here.
Yeah, they have.
They were just trying to get it away from the goal line. To have room to punt.
Toriano Howard's back about the Kilgore 45-yard line. Deep in the end zone, getting set to boot it out of there is Troy Duran. Ain't enough, excuse me, there's not enough people out there for the Rangers, so we had a guy come sprinting across.
Yeah, and Kilgore had to take a timeout.
Brian Scott was the guy that needed to be in there, but stuff like that is what gives coaches gray hairs. You've done a little coaching. Of course, a lot of the kids you coach were younger, but
right.
I guess you still know the philosophy. Whenever something like that happens, you just say, ah!
It made mine fall out, Joe.
Did it
not
really?
Turn gray. But it does. And, you know, we talked about being rusty and earlier today, and they've had some situations, you know, where if you're playing every week, when you hadn't played in a month, things like that happen sometimes.
Well, now it's been even longer than that for East Central, right?
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you what now, they really haven't done that. Whatever Coach Carter did to get them ready, it worked because but they're not a team that's going to beat themselves very much.
Right. Well, here we go. Back to work. Rangers are out here on the field looking at a 4th down and 3. Toriano Howard of East Central back at the 47 in Kilgore's end. Duran standing 7-8 yards deep in the end zone. There's the snap. And he got that one off the side of his foot. That's going to take a little bit of a bounce, not much, but gosh, Kirk, this ball's going out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Yep. Once again, I would like to have their field position that they've had, Joe. If I was in a ball game, I'd want theirs they had in the second half. Worst starting field position they've had was at the their own 40-yard line. The last 2 times they've started in the Kilgore end of the field. So.
Okay, the ball is marked ready. 8:55 left to play in the 4th quarter. Big lead for East Central, 35-21. But that could change so fast, you never know. Snap back and the handoff to Tredarian Gamble for East Central. And look at that, Kirk. Look how he bulled his way ahead. And a little pushing and shoving starting now. Let's not get that going.
Yeah, they've been running to the right side of the offensive line most of the game. They came back to the left side that time. Pull the guard around, got a good block up inside and good hard run. And good 6-yard gain to get the drive started.
With 40 seconds, do you like the 40-second clock, the way the play clock starts as the play ends, or do you like it when the official marked it for 25 seconds?
I like the 40-second clock.
Okay.
You always know where you're at. You're not relying on that guy to start it when he wants to.
Tredarian Gamble gets the next call as well. He's inside the 30 with a 1st down on his resume now. Brought down in there by the Rangers' Ladarian Anthony.
And you're going to see a heavy dose of Gamble for the rest of the ball game. They're going to try to eat that clock up.
Well, they might bring Daniels in to give him a short
spell.
They
probably will. They'll probably switch back and forth between them, but they're going to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, Mikael Daniels has done a good job in relief today of Gamble. Jesse Hoskins, the quarterback. He's from French Camp, Mississippi, 6'4", 210. And he hands it off to Tredarian Gamble. And Gamble runs head on into Ricky Simmons of Kilgore, but is still able to jam it forward for another yard. 2nd down and 5 coming up at the 24-yard line.
Going along at about 5 yards a clip. Nothing fancy here, just hand it to Gamble and let him stick it up in there and get what he can get. Keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and I don't think they've subbed for him yet. He's still in the game. If we had a vote for MVP, he'd have to be on the list. Hoskett again hands it to Gamble, and Tredarian Gamble fighting forward for yardage.
We'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Anthony on the stop, as our PA announcer Peter Simpson tells us. Anthony on the stop for Kilgore. And it's, earlier, Kirk, you said that it's early in the game. Son, it's getting later and later.
It's not early anymore.
No. 6.5 to play in regulation. Again, Tredarian Gamble is in there. Splitting out wide left is KB and Ento. You don't think we're going to see some...
Got a false start.
Yep. Looked like Hoskett was moving to his left to hand off to Gamble on that one, but the play was stopped. So now you're looking at a 3rd down and 9. Clock starts. And no change in the set. That's how they were lined up before the last snap was stopped. And again, Kilgore has to rush to get their 11th man in there. Here's Hoskett. He's going to throw if he can. Oh, right across the middle. Knocked down. Good defense by Jalen Johnson of Kilgore. That was intended for whom, I believe?
I think that was a tight end across the middle, number 82.
Kalen Meggs.
Kalen Meggs.
Kid out of Richton, Mississippi.
Yep. They're kind of right here in no man's land. You're not going to attempt a field goal into the wind. And so looks like they may go for it here.
On 4th and 9, yeah, you don't see that often. I do not see the kicker, though, Aaron Garrett. He is not in the game. No, they will go for it. Hoskett back to pass.
No.
Oh, incomplete, out of bounds over here on this side. Intended, I believe it was intended for Gamble.
Intended for...
No.
Yep.
Hicks, Noah Hicks.
Yeah, with good coverage there by Gerald Sachs, sophomore from Cold Spring, Oakhurst.
So the ball goes over on downs now with 5:44, and let me tell you what happens here. Kilgore's Rangers know they've got to score, and they've got to score now. Just like the mantra in NASCAR, win now. Well, that's what they're about to see here. They know they've got to go and get one. Then they may even have to, depending on how long they take, they may have to go for an onside kick. But you know, it all depends on them getting in the end zone here.
Exactly.
There is a new quarterback in the game. Is that Wells? Yeah. He's in the Wildcat formation.
Yeah.
Yep. Jalen Wells trying to run a Wildcat play. And the guys from East Central have it figured out in a hurry. I don't know if he even got back to the line of scrimmage.
I think he might have, but he didn't make anything.
2nd and 10 coming up. Are they going to leave him in there?
Looks like they are.
Because Josh Boffing is nowhere to be seen. The guy that started the game for Kilgore at the man under spot. Jalen Fail, sophomore wide receiver from Grand Prairie, is at the controls right now. And he's got a handoff that worked pretty darn good all the way out to almost midfield. On the carry, number 15, Damian Collins. And he is brought down by number 92, Jerry McGee.
Yeah, I don't know if Boffing is hurt, Joe, or if they just want to try to put Fales in for a little change of pace.
That could be. And it's a pass. And it's completed. Over there on the far side to Garrett Barton. That's going to be worth about 6 yards, maybe 5 yards. We hadn't, obviously it's the first time we've seen Jalen Falls at quarterback today. His first pass is good for 5 yards. He's going to try something again. Snap. And he's going to keep it. This time Fails is at the 41-yard line.
Good tough run right there, Joe.
First down, too. But the clock will start once the change are reset. That means there's 4 minutes left in regulation. 4 minutes left. Jalen Fails looks it over. 4-man defensive front set up by East Central. This time Fails is going to come right, then go left. He changes direction. And, more stuff going on down there. A little bit of extracurriculars.
We're going to get a hold here, Joe. Back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy. All right, so we'll pick up the flag, put it back in our pocket, and charge Kilgore with 10 yards. 3:42 left to play in regulation time.
You can get here, you can see here number 78 right in the middle of your screen. He's even throwing his hands up, so. But he got a pretty good hold of him.
What always gets me is when somebody gets called on a hold, they always say, "Who, me?"
And I think he was doing it before the flag was thrown.
More flags come flying in now from all directions.
Going to get a false start here on the tight end on this side.
One of the Rangers is trying to say that one of the defensive linemen from East Central drew him off. Now, we've seen some teams try that in high school this year where they try to mimic the offense's signals, trying to get them off sync. That's supposed to be against the rules.
Yep.
But I never saw it get called, even though I saw it happen. Once again, the Rangers now coming to his right. Fails, lets it go downfield. Intended for Kyle McBride at the 15-yard line, but it's incomplete.
Really good. He threw it into double coverage there. Davis over the top, and number 6, Juwan Keys, underneath. Had good coverage on him.
Man, I'm telling you what, we're sitting here right behind the fans from East Central, and they are already starting to celebrate with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in regulation time. Jalen Fails again at the controls. He's got 2 men right. He's going to try a flea flicker, and he's double handoff, and this one is taken by Garrett Barton. He was the guy that was going to try to cut it upfield, but
really good play there. They didn't fool Jalen Lofton on that play. He tracked him down and made a good strong tackle.
Started off like a jet sweep and then turned into a double handoff. And once again, in a surprising move, Coach JJ, hang on a second, just about to go back to play. Back to pass now goes Jalen Fails. Nobody's open. He's chased out of the pocket. Cuts back to the 50, to the 45, to the 42-yard line. And it's about to be 4th and 10.
And Kilgore's going to come in and take a timeout.
And we still have a guy. We have a guy coming up slow, but he's all right.
I think he's tired. He needs to go get in that cryo chamber that AC Green's got over there.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll be back and finish this one up here shortly. We shall return to Bulldog Stadium after this.
Hot Power Ford wants to thank you for making this past year an amazing one by extending extra savings to you this holiday season. Stop by the store today at 902 North Key Avenue in Lampasas, Texas, and see our vast selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs specially priced for our year-end sales event. If you can't stop by, visit us online at hford.com to make sure you don't miss these deals. Once again, thank you from our family here at Hot Power Ford, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We're getting down to the bottom line here on this thing, folks. Look up there at that scoreboard. 1:55 left in regulation time. Now, the Kilgore College Rangers are in possession of the football. They're down 2 touchdowns with under 2 minutes to play.
And they've got Josh Balfing back in the ball game.
Yep, here he goes. Left-hander's going to try to throw. Big-time hold on the left side, not cold. Now maybe
Somebody called it.
Yeah, he gets the ball upfield.
Yeah.
And it would have been enough for a first down on the catch there. But I believe what you're going to see is it come back. Will Smith made the catch there, by the way, for Kilgore.
Well, they may, they didn't get the first down, so they're going to decline it and take over and salt this one away, Joe.
Yes, sir. At the 34-yard line is where they'll have it. 1:46 left to play on the clock.
Look, you're going to see number 77, Javon Mosley. Guy gets by him, and he grabs him by the shirt, and he hangs on for a while. And he's going to get him again here before it's over with.
Yeah.
So he got his money's worth on that one anyway, Joe.
For sure. He had to give up 10 yards, so he didn't. He said, let me just do this right. Here come the Warriors off the sideline, getting set to line up now against the Kilgore Ranger defense. Everything's set. Handoff. Guess who? Tredarian Gamble. Gamble's across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And he got about 6 out of that one. Down to 1:30 left to play in regulation time.
So when this game ends, guys, we'll let you guys talk a little bit about congratulating East Central, show some live shots, and then we'll do a little 40-second rollout of replays and take us to the end of the game. Take us to the final.
All right, Gamble once again is in there behind Jesse Hoskett. And Hoskett, guess what? He hands it off to Gamble, but Gamble loses yardage this time. He's pushed backwards.
Well, Darian Anthony there, I think, making a good stop.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Warriors.
They're going to have to snap it one more time, Joe, and this thing will be over with.
Indeed it will. And, yeah, they do have to snap it one more time. Big difference between the two clocks. Or they may take the penalty and then snap it after that. Who knows? Or they may call timeout. Okay, the clock has wound down. Where's the ref? There he
they
is.
took a timeout over here.
Okay, timeout called now by the Warriors from East Central Community College out of Mississippi. But I don't think they're even going to come off the field.
No.
This might be one of those, 30-second timeouts.
Yeah, they're going to snap it and shake hands.
We'll get that clock started here and get this one done momentarily. Okay, there is the referee starting the play clock. So they're going to go into the victory formation with number 7, Cabianento, all the way back 15 yards off the ball. And Hoskett goes to a knee, and 8 seconds, now 7, 6.
Coach Carter better watch out. He's fixing to get dumped.
He did get dumped, didn't he? 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the ball game. As the Warriors from East Central Community College in Mississippi take home the trophy from the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl, powered by Hoff Power Auto Group. And that's what their coach Ken Karcher said. At the very beginning of all this, he said, "We're going down there with the express intention of bringing home the honors."
And they did. And they played a game with no mistakes. And when Kilgore made mistakes, they took advantage of it. Very well coached team and an impressive bunch. Best season they've had since 1999, and I think that Coach Karcher's got them headed in the right direction, and you're going to see a lot out of East Central in the years to come.
Well, I don't think there's any question to that. This was Kilgore's 3rd trip to the Hot Bowl, by the way. They won over Fort Scott Community College a few years back, and then a loss to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College about 3 years ago. That puts them at 1-2 in the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl. First trip ever down this direction for East Central Community College.
Here comes our rollout.
Okay, folks, let's take a look at some of the plays from the game today. There you see the Rangers and the Warriors doing their thing. There's your first replay there. That's number 4. That's
Syria,
Marty Syria.
Yeah, great throw and catch right here.
Yeah, on that
Hoskett
catch.
to McIntosh.
Yep, that's right. Little bench action there.
Scoop and score here.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah, that was Jalen Lofton that got that one. Some fans that are having a great time today. And then we have the the handshake and actually the hug there toward the end of the game, and everybody saying, yeah, it's us.
Coach Carter getting covered with Gatorade.
Yes, he did.
Going to be a good trip back to Decatur, Mississippi for the Warriors.
Yeah, it sure as heck will. And there you see some of the action from the end of the game. 35-21. Well, that's the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl's junior college game today, ladies and gentlemen. 35-21. East Central Community College Warriors over the Kilgore College Rangers. Now, Kirk and I will be back a little before 6 o'clock tonight to get our Division II game from the NCAA going. It'll be the homestanding Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds against the Wonder Boys from Arkansas Tech University. That comes up right here tonight at 6 o'clock. So we'll see you then for that. For Kirk Whitehead and our entire crew, thank you very much for watching the game today. We'll see you later on this evening.
Howdy, folks. I'm Lee Hoffbauer at Hoffbauer Chevy Buick and Cadillac right here in Lampasas, Texas. Well, we've got the best selection of brand new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Folks, Hoffbauer's has great pricing and GM has huge incentives. So come see us today or check us out on the web at hautogroup.com. That's H is in Hoffbauer, autogroup.com. Better yet, just come see us. Hoffbauer's in Lampasas for 51 years now, and we couldn't have stuck around this long. We were steering you wrong.
Family owned and operated for over 25 years, Hanks Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Copperas Cove. Hanks has ASE certified master technicians to make sure you're safe on the road. And that's not all. Hanks services brakes, belts, AC, and much more. Hanks Tire Pros nationwide warranty is honored at over 30,000 locations, so you're covered no matter where you go. And don't forget, we offer free roadside assistance for all customers. Hanks Tire Pros, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Jack Smith, the man with the plan, wants to put you in the home of your dreams. Visit his website at jacksmithhomes.com or stop by his offices at Donnelly McMullen Realty. Locally owned and operated for over 20 years, trust Donnelly McMullen Realty and Jack Smith to come up with the right plan for you. Champs, Communities Helping Americans Mature, Progress, and Succeed is an organization devoted to our school children. Through concerts and assembly programs, the Champs message of anti-bullying and living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle gets out to our students from grades 4 through 12. Contact Champs at 254-394-1146 and be a part of the team.